Let me just get my sound together. Good to see ya. So today we're gonna be doing a little fun, quick thing, a pick-a-pile. If you guys like how I do my pick-a-piles, I actually have some earlier uploads, like way at the beginning of my uploads, where I did pick-a-piles. Maybe I can make you guys a playlist. But I just felt like doing this today because I felt like it was fitting. Anyways, whew. If you would like a personal, feel free to email me at jungleintuitive@gmail.com. If any of this resonated with you, feel free to like this, comment this, or email me directly. I love to hear the tea, and it also lets me know that I'm doing my job properly. All right. Oof. Also, I am living off of the alms of the universe, so if you'd like to pass on that Dharma, go ahead and check out the description of this video. Okay, sweet. So I have 4 piles for you guys to choose from today. I think that I'm going to... You know what? No. I'm going to actually pick cards in front of you guys for each book, like live. I'm not going to pre-pick them. I'm sorry if you guys like it that way, but this is just gonna how I'm going to do it. So you got 4 piles here to pick from. Oh, by the way, if you're not so sure about the title, this video is about the karma that someone is going to receive for making you feel like your life was being threatened. So this applies for somebody who genuinely had done actions towards you to make you fear for your life or lose your life or anything like that. Like they literally have threatened your life in some sort of way. This is what this karma is for, because this is going to be brutal karma. This is going to be, you know, this is going to be the type of karma that I'm reading for the people that genuinely cannot learn from any more lessons, and their karma is no longer a lesson. It's just where the universe kind of has to stop them. So this is for that kind of situation. Anyways, so the first book we have here is No Longer Human by Junji Ito. This is a graphic novel. It's pretty... Oh my god, that was a sex scene. I'm sorry. That was that was inappropriate. Please don't flag this video. This is a graphic novel. It's really disturbing. I consider it horror, psychological thriller. Okay, the second choice we have... Oh, this is from Japan, by the way. This is another piece of Japanese literature. This is 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami. This is a vintage book. I didn't really finish it yet, so I'm not like 100% sure all of it through, but I'm getting through it. This is like a kind of like a sci-fi book right here. Then we have My Friend Dahmer by what's his name? Durf. There's a movie that's actually based off of this graphic novel. This is also a graphic novel about this about being in class with a young Jeffrey Dahmer who grew up to be a serial killer. And then the last book we have to choose here is Pile 4. This is going to be Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by Caitlin Doughty. She's like a YouTuber that I actually like to watch. She is a mortician. She does Ask a Mortician, I think. Is that what her show is called? She works in like a funeral home. She owns her own funeral home. She talks about respectful ways of burying the dead, I guess. So I find her content really interesting. So here's our 4 piles. I'm sorry if I took so long to get through them. You can go ahead and think about which one you're going to be picking out here. I'm going to go ahead and start out with Junji Ito, No Longer Human. Also, I'm going to be posting the timestamps after this video is fully uploaded. Thank you. Oof. Now, before we get started on pile 1, which is No Longer Human by Junji Ito, this is, ooh, ow. This is going to be the brutal karma for threatening your life. Before we get started, I'm going to do a sound cleanse. Please let me know if you have any issues with the sound. Also, let me... Okay, sweet. Sorry, I had to make sure. Dope. So, if you have picked pile 1, based off of your choice here, you could be somebody who has struggled with depression before, or you have been around people who have struggled with certain mental illness. Some of you guys could have been witness to certain traumatizing events before, or this person that this is regarding could be somebody who's witnessed stuff in their past. If you pick this book, you could be somebody who's very intelligent. You can read a lot, probably. You probably like to read a lot of different kind of books or watch documentaries. You could be a writer. You could be somebody who's very analytical, very logical. People would consider you intellectual, even. You probably have a lot to say to people at parties when they bring up a topic, and they usually won't know what to say back to you. You guys could be an air sign or an earth sign, maybe, where I'm getting those vibes from this pile. This person, whoever this person is, if you pick this pile, you could also be somebody that a lot of people are sexually attracted to, but to people outside, like, maybe like either before or in general, maybe people don't really see you as a sexual person, or some people have said before about you. This book, if you pick this book, you could be somebody that it could be low key in that way, and maybe people, I don't know, you could be the kind of person where people are like, I can't really imagine you sleeping with that person, or I didn't even know you would be into that, something like that. But not everyone, or this could be the person we're talking about here if their energy is that strong. If you pick this book, you could also be somebody who watches anime or reads manga, but not everyone. You could be from Canada, you could be from UK, you can be from the US. So I'm reading back here. Japan. Okay, sweet. So, if you pick this pile, this tells me this person that you are asking about the karma, this person tried to harm you very mentally. They tried to harm you in a mental way. They tried to condition you to hate yourself. This person wanted to ruin everything in your life behind your back. They maybe, like I said earlier, you could be someone who struggles with mental issues, depression, something like that, anxiety, and hello, and they wanted to cause confusion for you by exacerbating that condition you had. So this person wanted to kill you or wanted to threaten your life through means of mental illness. Now, if some of you guys have struggled with addiction, they could have tried to trigger your addiction more. If not, this person could be someone who struggles with addiction and could have tried to secretly enable you into it or get you into it with them, but not everybody, because they knew that you're somebody who struggles with mental issues. Hey, JC, it's good to see you. And they like they wanted you to be lost. They wanted you to feel no longer human. So this person would do things on purpose to trigger you, and then turn around and gaslight you and pretend that they weren't doing anything to get you to go crazy, because they wanted you to get to a breaking point. They literally wanted you to go insane. They could have gotten other people involved in this, because in this book, he deals with so many demons at the end. There's a really haunting scene in this book where there's just demons and demons and demons all around him. It's very terrifying. All the people that he wronged, all the women that he cheated on or abused or something, they're all floating around him. The people who died that he could have even witnessed dying, they were all around him. And I feel like there's going to be something related to that that's going to happen to this person in their karma. I didn't even get into their cards, and some cards just fell right here, and I'm going to pick those up for you guys because I feel like they want me to pick these up, because this looks like a really big deal, whatever this person tried to do to you, because they really want me to really look into this. But I'm honestly just picking that energy up just from this book that you guys picked, because this is a really intense book. If you were drawn to this, this is a really intense karma this person's going to receive, because they really, this is somebody who threatened your life in a very covert way. You would have never suspected it to until the very end. And it could have been very disturbing for you. There's something extremely disturbing about this story, because this is an extremely twisted thing. Okay, this is like a horror movie. Sorry, guys. Change the angle here. This is a very twisted thing, as you can see. And this person really wanted you to die. This person really wanted you to die. They wanted you to die confused. They didn't want you to know what was coming for you. They wanted you to, your life, they wanted you to be paranoid. They wanted you to feel like you were being attacked from all angles, and they wanted no one to help you. They wanted people to think that, oh, okay, confirmation. They wanted you to, I keep getting a seizing here. So I feel like they don't want you to talk. They didn't want you to talk. They didn't want you to speak up. So they did everything they could to affect you mentally in a very negative way. If you pick this book, okay? So this person's a piece of shit, obviously. This could be somebody who's very conniving. This could be somebody who lacks all emotion. This could be somebody who struggles with emotional issues, mental issues, and they project them. This could be somebody who refuses to go to therapy. This could be somebody who pretends to be confused about, what's going on to me. I don't know why I do this to people, but they know that they need to get help, but then they refuse to get help. Do you know what I mean? And this could be somebody who is just a snake eating their own tail. You know what I mean? Like, they can't help anybody, and they can't help themselves, yet this is somebody also who could be put in positions of power, positions of authority or management or supervisor, and this is somebody who's extremely unstable mentally and just is in no way, and they know it. This is somebody who knows they cannot do this, whatever this position is, if you pick this book. And this is actually part of their karma, part of what's slowly eating them away. This could be somebody who wanted you, also for some of you, wanted to kind of take your story after you died. For some of you, I don't know what that means. Not for everyone. If this is somebody who, I don't know, banks off of characters or being someone, personality, they could have tried to destroy you, to replace you in some sort of way and make an entire book like this. Because this book is actually a re-rendering of a story that this person really liked, and they ended up being very mentally ill. It's very hard to tell between the reality of the story and this person's real life because this is supposed to be like kind of a mild autobiography, and it's very disturbing. So there's something about how this person is very twisted between their real life and like some sort of fabricated life that they tell people. And also there's something about this person being very sexually demented. This person is, it could be a pedophile. This person could be into very scary stuff like the R word, you know what I mean? This could be somebody who secretly watches disturbing porn. If you pick this book, whoever this is about, this is a very, very messed up person, like mentally. If people were to find out what this person was into, they would be, I don't know. I think this is someone who's very confident. This could be someone, like I said, who has some sort of level of fame or authority over others. And they could use that, they could have used that power for irresponsible things, you know what I mean? This person was extremely jealous of you because they're very stupid. This person could have made fun of you for doing things that made them feel dumb or stupid or, I don't know, less classy than you. This could be a narcissist. Yeah, you're correct. This is a narcissist who like could have made fun of you. Like if you're somebody who has more manners, you know, you have manners, you have table manners, you conduct yourself in a certain way that's fairly a little bit more formal or respectful. You know how to conduct yourself in certain areas. Like if you have to go to a nicer restaurant, you tend to know how to sit and set your table, you know which silverware to use. Or some of you guys could just be somebody who is just, you carry yourself in a very royal way, in a very respectful way, in a very, etiquette. And this person doesn't. You have house training. When people invite you to their home, people want to invite you again because you know how to treat others. You know how to be considerate of others. You're not a narcissist. You're not self-centered. This person was jealous of that. So this could be somebody that every time you would present yourself in in those ways, in just a naturally royal way, as you naturally are divine, this person would try to stomp on it. They could have tried to make fun of you. Like maybe if you go to a restaurant with this person, you could put a napkin on your lap and this person could be like eating with their mouth full and like with their mouth open and just like, why are you putting your napkin on your lap? Like really like disgusting and just I like spitting everywhere. And why are you burping, belching really loudly and drinking their beer, and just being like, why are you putting your napkin in your lap? You're such a sissy. Or why are you washing your hands before cooking? You don't need to do that. Like, this person's nasty. This person picks their ass and picks their nose and cooks the food with it. Someone's really gross. This person's disgusting. And they're very into nasty shit, really nasty shit. But for some reason, they were put into a position of power or some sort of authority over you or some sort of management, or if not over you, it could just be in general in their life, where they feel like they're higher than people. And it's like they are in no... I don't know, like, it's like somebody who just they know they don't deserve it. And this could be somebody who indulges in drinks or drugs or pills to escape that overbearing sense of responsibility. It's like a dark shadow. It's like, damn, I gotta work. But it's like they use that position of, I'm the manager of Walmart, or I am the head of blah, 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 to treat you like shit and treat others like shit. Yet they don't act divine at all. They're just nasty as fuck, okay? Like, and this is somebody who really hated you because even though you probably had a lower position than them, or you could have always been in a position where you had to deal with your depression, your mental illness by yourself, people weren't there, never there for you, and yet you're strong enough to pick yourself up and become some sort of successful artist. Maybe you guys are coming into success, or you guys are running, something, and maybe you're getting a little recognition, and maybe you guys actually struggle with imposter syndrome. Some of you guys, when you whatever this is, maybe whenever you guys get into a position that might even be higher than this person or close, you guys get into imposter syndrome. You guys feel like you don't deserve it, and it's because all your life, you haven't been appreciated. And this is one of those people who definitely knew exactly your worth. They knew exactly that you're extremely talented, maybe even more talented than them, maybe even more wise than them. And they were just so jealous of you, that they really wanted you to be confused. They really wanted you, some of you guys, to really be your own demise by way of mental illness. They wanted you to go so insane that you would be kicked out on the street and no one would help you, whoever this is, because they didn't want anyone to see them as this booger picking, ass picking pig who is just has no class, is messy. Maybe you guys know how to dress, you guys know how to treat people. Hello, you guys know how to. You guys know how to carry yourselves. You guys just, and they just are like, this could be somebody who is just like, oh, you think you're better than me? You think you're better than me because you can wash your hands before you eat dinner? You work out. Maybe some of you guys just work out. Maybe you guys just take care of yourself. Maybe you guys should just put lotion on your face. It could be that simple. And this person's like, oh, you think you're better than me? You could put moisturizer on your face and look better than me? Huh? Oh my God. You're blah blah blah. You think you're so smart. You're not that smart. And you're just like, dude, it's just easier to do it. No, I'm smarter than you. And they wanted you to go crazy. They wanted nobody to see you as the smart person. So they would always do things to trigger you. Always do things to make things uncomfortable for you. If you lived with this person, it was horrible to live with this person. It was nasty, it's disgusting, the disgusting conditions. And on top of that, they're just like, I'm the best in the world. Yet they're like, smell like farts. You know what I mean? It was nasty as fuck. And a lot of people are not going to be able to, they're not going to, to be able to cling on to that, what do you call it? That mirage that they're like trying to wear, like they're trying to seem like a respectable, classy person. They're trying to seem like you, yet you can't put, a bow and like a bunch of, you can't put a bunch of rhinestones on a pig and call it another animal. This person, instead of embracing themselves, embracing, who they really are, they try to take down other people, especially people who deal with more problems than them, like that they don't understand, and just bash them, want to cut them down, want to cut down their dreams, make them feel like a loser. You know what I mean? In a very fake way. This is somebody who talks shit about people too. Okay, sorry guys. Let me get into this. Okay, so what is this person's brutal karma? So that's what they tried to do to you. That's the kind of person you are. This is the kind of person they are. If you picked No Longer Human by Junji Ito. By the way, I don't recommend this book for people who deal with who are like struggling with like don't have a grasp on their like depression and stuff. This is a very triggering book for some people. As you saw earlier, I accidentally opened the page to like a sex scene in the book, so I really hope YouTube doesn't report my video for that. But I mean, yeah, it was a really weird book. Anyways, so let's get into their karma, guys. And this person's getting a lot of karma, guys. Wow, this person's really this person's gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna be really honest with you because these cards fell on the floor. They really wanted me to read this for you. Oh man, oh my gosh. Okay, so you know how I was talking about how this person really doesn't have any class, like they're really gross, like they smell bad, or they pick their nose, or they pick their ass, and then they like yell at you for being clean or washing your hands. Well, part of their karma is that everyone is going to see them from this point on, from this reading on, actually, from like you watching this reading. I heard that people are actually seeing this person as really cringy, nasty, fake. This is milady. This is like a Discord mod. This is somebody who stays in their house a lot, stays on their computer a lot, plays video games all day. This is somebody who's seen as creepy. This is somebody who is not really seen as the ideal dating partner. This is like an incel. This is somebody who really wants to have sex with people and nobody wants to have sex with them. This is someone who's also seen as unhealthy. They have an unhealthy lifestyle. They're dedicated to being nasty to themselves, not eating properly, just dedicated to like being addicted to being unhealthy and doing making unhealthy choices from them. They do have a lot of friends, though. One thing about this person is they do have a lot of friends. This person can also be a fake feminist. They can claim to be woman power or blah, 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 but it really is not. It's a front to attract more people to their cause, whatever this cause is. This is Peggy from King of the Hill. This person could have mother issues. This person could be an Aries or have fire placements. This person could also be considered book smart. Like they could actually be somebody who graduated from college or has a degree or some sort of certification in something, and they could actually have used this for a really long time to seem more classy or seem more authoritative than they really are or should be. And this person is going to lose all of the accolades. There's going to be something exposed about this person that's going to cause all of their awards or certificates. Sorry, I can't talk right now. This person can also be a teacher or a substitute teacher. This person can also be really gullible. Something about how like they're going to be really gullible about something, and they're going to get caught up in some sort of lies about how nasty they are, because like I said earlier, this person can have some sort of sexual degeneracy, something really disgusting about them sexually, like they could be a child predator, or they could be into animals, I heard, or really freakish, nasty stuff, underground, creepy stuff. And this person on the surface is kind of like a know-it-all, so something is going to get exposed. They're going to get baited into something because they're very gullible. Maybe somebody is going to pretend to be into the same things they are and get some sort of proof about what they're into, maybe through text, because this person's very gullible. They're willing to text out, wow, you're into being a creep towards children too? Wow, we should meet up. And then someone's going to get a screenshot of this or the text of this, and they're going to post it, or this person's going to get exposed for it possibly. And this person will lose all of their ego. All of their awards on their wall or their trophies on their shelf are going to be deemed as not valuable, useless, trash. Their name is going to be considered not highly regarded anymore. They're not going to be seen as somebody who can handle the management or high position that they have. Good evening. It's 4 o'clock over here in California right now, but good evening. And hello, everyone. This person is going to also be seen as someone with a really closed mind, and no one, with this, this is 2023. So, in this day and age, people are trying to, this person basically can't keep up with the times. That's what I heard. They're going to be seen as closed-minded, and they're not going to be invited to a lot of things anymore because they're not going to be seen as a very accepting of the newer age. And this person before was able to kind of prop themselves up on this know-it-all ego, on this false persona they created off of their accolades, awards, school degrees, whatever it is. And they're not going to be able to do that anymore. They're not going to be able to compete with people because this person's very competitive. They like to talk down about people. They want to compete with you. They want to compete with others. There's something about how when they get exposed for this after you watch this reading, they're not going to be able to compete anymore. This person is, When this truth is revealed or something like that, this person's going to deal with money issues. Their karma is that they're going to be a broke bitch. See here, with baggy in reverse, they're not going to be abundant. They're not going to be able to afford basic needs. This person could have wanted this for you. Like I said, they could have wanted you to be homeless or wanted you out on your ass and not have anyone help you or anyone be on your side to give you a job even. Maybe like, even if this is like an employer or something, maybe they wanted people to think you were crazy in the community so no one would hire you. But they were really just triggering you the entire time, and now they're gonna be seen as that. People are gonna see them, but except for real, like whatever they claim that you were and then some, it's actually gonna be true about them. So they're gonna not have any access to support, and they're gonna just be having no abundance. Towards the end of their abundance, if they do have any money, they're gonna lend it out to the wrong people, and those people are not gonna be there for them in the end. This person's going to struggle with extreme depression, extreme mental illness. This person's going to be seen as a poser. This person could have tried to call you a poser at whatever you were doing. Now they're going to be seen as a poser. They might get exposed for copying someone or stealing someone's work. And they're going to be seen as a poser, and they might lose their job or lose their status or whatever that is. There's going to be some people that are clout hungry that might feed off of this person. There's going to be some people that might want to feed off of this person's status and take, basically not really have the best interest. They're going to basically try to do what this person tried to do to you, except in their career or in their social life, and it's going to be way worse because these are people that they think they can trust because these are friends, and these people are going to come in and they're going to just feed off of them for their popularity and use them for their clout or their money, only to betray them, throw them down, and replace them so that they can have the clout, whoever this is. Ooh, see, I asked for the karma. This is real, guys. See, when I pulled these out, this is karma. This is knobby knuckles. This is literally saying that this person's going to deal with arthritis. I've never had this card come out before whenever I've used these because I never ask these for karma. So this is wild, but this literally says this person's going to deal with arthritis. They're not going to be able to work with their hands anymore. The knuckles are going to swell up. They might have literal hand issues. If they work with their hands, they're not going to be able to do that job anymore. They're going to have too much pain. They don't express their feelings easily, and this is going to make it harder for them to get out of situations because they express themselves in a very disgusting way, in a very pig-like way with no class. So it's going to make it very hard for people to have any empathy for them or help them. They're going to get caught up in some sort of scam. This is a roll of money upside down. This person's going to be seen as someone who doesn't deserve the money they have, and they're again, people are going to retract their support from this person, and they're going to lose whatever sources of income they're going to have. Greens. This person could be somebody who doesn't really eat properly. They could eat really weird food. They're going to have to be forced to eat like a plant-based diet or some sort of I don't know, like they can't eat the same preservatives or nasty shit they were eating before. Maybe they could have judged you for your diet. Maybe like you could have been eating like a salad around them or just like anything you eat, honestly. And this person could have been like, why don't you eat what I eat? Blah, blah, blah. You are so stupid or something. And then now they're going to have to go to the doctor, and the doctor's going to be like, well, actually, you're going to need to stop eating that nasty pig shit that you were eating earlier. You're going to have to stop eating that baby's diaper food that you've been eating earlier because it's nasty and you're dying. And this person, also, if you're somebody who smokes weed, this could be somebody who tried to criticize you for that. Not all of you. Criticize your or medication in general. They could have tried to criticize your medication. Maybe if you deal with mental illness and your therapist or your psychiatrist prescribes you something that is very key to like you functioning, not everybody. This person could have tried to criticize you for that too. This person is going to be forced to take some sort of like psych meds, I heard, possibly for schizophrenia. They might get prescribed the wrong medication, I heard. They might go to some sort of shady, sketchy doctor, and they're going to get prescribed the wrong medication. And it's going to be for schizophrenia when they don't have schizophrenia, and it's going to make them actually hallucinate and have the opposite effect on them. And they're going to be seen as crazy. They're going to lose their job, and no one's going to want to hire them because they're too busy like being delusional and seeing shit. This person is not going to have any sort of place to escape to. In their mind, even when they try to sit down and relax, they're not going to have any pleasant memories with you, pleasant memories left to cling on to with anyone else to escape to in their mind, and their life is going to be completely stressful physically, mentally, emotionally, just like how they wanted for you. Tear my life into pieces. This person is going to really feel like what they did to you, they're going to really regret the first day they even decided to do whatever they did to you or try you, because they're going to realize when it's way too late that that was why their life is torn to pieces. They're going to really feel like they have nothing left. Their life is going to be torn to shreds. They're going to have no money. They're going to have no friends. They're going to have no family. They're going to be really left out on their ass. And they're going to really regret it. This person's going to have no cognitive control over their mental or physical senses. This could be an older person. This could be so they might, if this is an older person, they might deal with like extreme dementia. They might like piss and shit themselves. They might like not be able to function without a caretaker. They might be extremely confused, and they might be extremely traumatized like every day. Like they might scream every day they wake up, because they'll wake up to the memory of like maybe something they did to you or something they've done to other people or were witness to and didn't speak up about. Maybe this person could have even witnessed a murder and didn't ever speak up about it. This could be somebody who witnesses a lot of creepy people, I heard, because they're also creepy and they probably didn't speak up about it. They're going to dream of, if this is an old person, they're going to dream of those things constantly in their waking life and only see those things and re-experience those constantly when they don't want to, and whatever other repressed actions that they've avoided, and they're gonna see that constantly when they're like, if they're older, like they're gonna just be screaming in the middle of the grocery store. This person might have to like get wheeled away on a stretcher, I heard, to a mental hospital or something. They're gonna be having a mental breakdown, basically. When people also find out that this person is creepy or a child predator or a animal, toucher or something like that. This person could be a fire sign. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person has something wrong. I keep seeing something wrong sexually. And remember how I opened up this book earlier and it opened up by accident to like a really weird sex scene? It's like a horrible sex scene that I opened it to. I feel like there's something about this person's sex, like sexually. There's something very wrong, demented about them that they're into, that is going to really like, I don't know, that's really a lot of their karma is coming from. Like I feel like it's going to be exposed and it's going to be something really bad. Like I feel like if this person does a certain job, I feel like whatever's going to be exposed about them is going to be really, really extra bad because of their job for some reason. This could be somebody who like, I don't know, works with like women, and then maybe they might get exposed for like a sexual assault or something, and then that's going to be really bad conveniently because their job has to do with women, and then it's like, why are you, wow, like you this whole time you were a creep. Like it could be somebody like that, or like somebody who even works with children, and that's really bad. And this is going to cause them to move from wherever they live. They're going to have to feel like they have to move constantly, actually. I heard they're going to have to move towns every time someone finds their history or their record. I heard like if they get hired at a random job in another town, They're gonna find out that this person has done something wrong or done weird stuff, and then they're gonna have to move to the next town over and the next town over until they're homeless or something like that, and they might end up in a mental hospital or they might end up on the street. No homo. This person could be homophobic. This could be somebody who, I mean, earlier, like I said, this could be somebody who doesn't really keep up with the times. Like, I mean, not even keep up with the times, but just like could be really old fashioned and really rude or messed up to people that they don't need to be, very unnecessarily like judgmental of others. So I'm seeing this as really causing them to get into a lot of trouble. Like they're gonna really have a hard time um, getting a job. Like they're not gonna have a job. They're gonna not have a place to live. They're not gonna even be able to feel safe enough to stay in a town because people can look up their name. Because I feel like this is someone who's either a celebrity or has like a higher position than you. And there's something about how like it's gonna be go public. Like it's gonna go public. Their lies, moon pie, all of their secrets is gonna go public. And if someone were to look up their name, it would be very easy to figure out what this person had been up to and why they just moved to this town, why they moved to that town, and etc. They're gonna basically feel like they're always on the run. They're gonna feel like with your next, they're gonna feel like they're never going to feel safe wherever they are, and they're just gonna feel paranoid all the time. See, with the eviction notice in reverse, there could be some sort of situation with their house. Maybe they could, for some of you guys, they could deal with squatters. They could be dealing with squatters, or maybe some people they don't want to live with them might end up tricking their way into their house and might not leave, might like lock themselves in their building and cause this person a lot of financial duress, or something like that. Or maybe this person will like go to jail and then their house, I don't know, will be like abandoned or foreclosed on and like boarded up when they're in jail because there's no one there to like support them or like pay off their light bill or etc. or take care of their property. And I see people with eviction notice in reverse, like breaking in and living in their house and using all of their things and like looking through all their stuff and taking their cash and money and their jewelry and whatever they have in their home. And like when they get out of prison, if they, are alive too, I feel like they're not gonna have nothing to go home to. Like it's like gonna be an abandoned home, like because none of their family stayed around to take care of them. Nobody really cared about them, and then none of even their friends. They don't even have one good friend to like pay the bills, pay off the home, or even maintain it or live in it for them. Their partner is gonna definitely leave them for sure when they go away, and their partner's not even going to be there for them if they do have a partner. Yeah, there's something about the government. They're going to get into a lot of trouble with the government in regards to underage or minor people, which is really gross. Some sort of trafficking, possibly, or drug trafficking. For some of you, FBI watch list. Yeah, this person's going to get publicly shamed, possibly, and they're being watched by the FBI right now. I feel like they don't know what's going on yet, but they will soon. But when this comes out, a lot of the people who were fake supporting them and clout hungry off of them are going to abandon them. For some of you guys, I see this person getting like some sort of throat injury. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm seeing a straw in the throat. I'm seeing this person choke on something and it like actually permanently damages them or something like that. Or decapitation for some of you guys. Ooh. For some of you, I feel like not everyone, if this person goes to like prison or jail, this person could like be found hung. Sorry to be like triggering. This person could be found like on a noose and they have to take them down, and it's actually going to be done by someone else. Like it's actually going to be an attack, but no one's going to look into it. This person's never going to get their justice, and it's going to they're gonna be just in some like unmarked jail grave. I feel like people are just gonna think that they did it themselves. They're gonna just like people are just gonna be convinced that they killed themselves, and nobody's going to believe that anyone attacked them. Like just like how they kind of try to make you seem crazy or seem mentally unstable. It's gonna be like no one is gonna have any sympathy for them or their mental illness, because and then in the end people are still not going to care. They're just going to think they're another crazy person, just like how they treated you. They could have really gaslit you and wanted to make you look like you're the crazy one. Also, before I get into the playing cards and then get to the next pile, this I also see this person, if they had like previously had a nicer body or more nice better shape that they were proud of, I see them losing all of that shape. I see them losing that body, or I see them completely flipping their body type. Like if they were previously more slender, I could see them like becoming really overweight, and if they were like previously more like plus sized or curvy, I see them getting very like like very very small, like, and very like unhealthy looking and very skinny, and dying, possibly from addictions or some sort of well, of course, karma. Okay, so finishing off this pile here, Nine of Wands. This person is going to be forced to have to deal with everything on their own. They're going to have to feel like they're separated from the rest of the world. They're going to have to start everything over in their life. Everything that they've been doing for years in their life, the same way. They're going to have to start it all over and figure out how to do everything on their own without having people to gossip to or lie to or manipulate to get what they want. And it's going to be very hard for them, and I see this not becoming very successful. I don't see them having a very successful start in their business, their work. Like I said, they're going to have a hard time keeping down a job. I see this as like them having to always get a new job because they are very incompetent and nasty, and they just can't handle keeping a job or taking orders or properly following other people's directions, honestly. I see this. I also see a lot of this as a lot of people making a lot of gossip up about this person through direct messages or text messages, emails. A lot of people are gossiping about them through like instant message right now. This person could be receiving some sort of karma through instant message at this moment. Someone might message them something that makes them really upset or sad to hear, that's going to throw them into like a huge frenzy. It could have to do with them getting caught up in the sexual scandal or really gross creepy predator thing. And that could be the start of how they go crazy or insane. They're gonna have to face the truth about them is all gonna be exposed. Whatever they are, whatever they're into, whatever they've been doing to you, it's gonna be exposed. The kind of person they are, no matter how fake they act, no matter how much they lie. I think the more fake they act to others, people are just not going to believe them more. People are gonna actually be more disturbed with this person that they aren't fessing up to the obvious evidence. It's giving me what's that girl's name again? Oh shit, that just fell. That girl who that crazy girl who killed her ex-boyfriend in the shower. It's giving me like, I forgot her name, I'm sorry. It's kind of giving me that vibe where she's just like acting like, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm innocent, even though it's obvious that she like did it. This person's going to be seen as that. The more they act like they didn't do anything to you, they're going to be seen as very mentally disturbed, like something's wrong with them and something's dangerous about them. Sorry, let me just I dropped all these cards. I guess I have to read this one because, yeah, see what I said earlier? There's life is going to be like a snake eating its own tail. They're going to be their own demise. Yeah, and their mask is going to be removed. The truth is going to be coming out about them. And they're going to have to face it, and they're going to have to deal with everybody's reaction to the truth about them coming out too. Like, people are going to be upset about this truth about them, and they're going to be coming to this person's face, and they might even deal with physical altercations from certain people who might even be that angry with them about their lies, about everything they've done. This person's going to be severely stalked, and they're going to feel like really unsafe to post anything on the internet, to go anywhere, to do anything. I think they're going to be feeling like they're heavily watched all the way until they have to go to prison, all the way until they basically lose their mind. And this also tells me they're going to be still watching you. They're going to have to, they're not going to have any access to you, and they're going to be obsessed with the fact they have no access to you. And they're going to have to watch you from afar through like a phone or through someone else's phone. And they're going to have to wish that they weren't such a piece of shit, but it's too late. And they're just going to constantly hate themselves for it. They're just going to be stuck in a constant nightmare. Especially when that weird doctor prescribes them the wrong schizophrenia medication, it's going to make them see a lot of crazy stuff, and they're just going to be yelling and screaming, especially if they're older. All right, so that was pile 1. That's The No Longer Human by Junji Ito. Thank you so much for joining me. If you chose that pile, feel free to stay for the other piles. I have 3 more coming up. I think the next one is supposed to be 1Q84, so let's get into that. If you liked how I read that, feel free to leave a comment, like, or send me an email directly. Let's be friends. And feel free to donate to the cash tag or the PayPal. Thank you. All right. This is 1Q84. Before we get started, I'm going to cleanse the last energy here. And you know what? I'm going to go and light another incense, because that last reading was a little bit heavy. So give me 1 second. Oh, it's right here. I am using Blunt Life. It's from this liquor store nearby that I really like to go to. They smell very good. Okay. So if you picked 1Q84, you could be somebody who's very imaginative. You could be, if you have picked pile 2, 1Q84, you could be somebody who could be seen as very creative. You could work in the arts, you can work in design, you can work in some sort of graphic art, or you could just like to do that in your free time, something creative. You could be like a writer, you could be a blogger, you could be a content creator of some sort, or you could just be somebody who really likes sci-fi. There's something very cosmic about you, or very spaced out about you. You're definitely okay with traveling outside of logic and outside of the common 3D realm when it comes to your beliefs. If you've picked 1Q84, you could also be somebody who likes to watch Japanese dramas or Korean dramas or any sort of drama at all. I feel like not everybody, or not, if not, you could be somebody who likes to watch sci-fi shows or documentaries about space, animals, Earth, just how things go, even music, just creative things that intertwine with philosophy, science, but it's still art. You're very creative. You could have a history in some sort of creative work too. Maybe you make music also. Something about music for some of you guys could be really into that, or you could work with that a lot. You could be seen as somebody who delves a lot into fantasy. You could be somebody who is very romantic, maybe a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You also keep up with trends. You could be somebody who keeps up with trends not on purpose. You could just be naturally really trendy looking, or a trendsetter, maybe like what do you call it? Trailblazer when it comes to like fashion or style, or certain interests, things even. You can have a very striking eyes too. Something about your eyes is very striking that people remember. You're just very different. You really stand out in a very in a very spiritual way, but in also in the 3D way. Hello. Um, you could also be somebody who plans for the future a lot. You could be somebody who thinks about not timelines, but like consequences, karma. You could be very aware of karma. Like, if I do this now, this is going to affect us later. This could have to do with somebody that you did this with. Maybe you had a decision to make about this certain person, and it had to do with karma, possibly. Like, if I do what you want me to do right now, that's going to give me bad karma, and I know it's going to affect me later, so I'm not going to do what you want me to do. There's something about that. And I feel like whoever you pick this pile for, this person really decided to kind of like target you for that, whatever it was, if you picked pile 2. You're like, a lot of people think you're brilliant. They think that you're kind of like a creative genius of some sort. You're very different. Like, you're very different. You start very different trends. I keep hearing trends. Trendsetter. And this person is the person that tried to like threaten your life. I feel like they tried to threaten you in a physical way, where they wanted you to stay stuck in time. I feel like this, you're very, like I said, you're very forward thinking, forward moving. And this person didn't want you to keep moving forward. This is somebody who could have been stuck in a cycle for like years, and they wanted you to stay stuck with them. They didn't like that you could see the outcome of stuff, that you could see the karma of stuff, and that you make really effective choices based on that. You could be somebody who's very deep. Oh, sorry guys. Let me adjust this really quick. Woo! The seat is getting so uncomfortable now. Oh my god. I'm gonna sit back just to give my balls a rest. Okay. You could be somebody who... Maybe you could be somebody who's traveled the world a lot, or you know a lot about other cultures, other languages, other religions even. Maybe you're somebody who's very like... You could be very diverse, culturally diverse. Some of you guys could be like biracial or like mixed. And you could be like, you could know different languages, different stuff. And the person who was attacking you that you're picking this book for, they wanted you to feel stupider than them. There's something about how this person felt like they were better than you, and they wanted to be seen as genuine. They wanted to be seen as wise, and they wanted to be seen as educated. But the way that this person would approach education or wisdom is very square, very like like one track. And maybe, like I said, you're very diverse, or you're very open-minded, creative, out there, just by nature. And this person is very like, they could be somebody who works out of like, I don't know, maybe like a money motivation or something. Like, they don't really understand emotion or feelings. This could be like a psychopath or sociopath or something like that. Like, they don't really care about how they affect others with their actions. They just care about perception. And so I feel like they never have delved into knowledge. They never have delved into depth or having an open mind like you, because it takes having an open mind to learn a new language. It takes an open mind to learn another culture without being judgmental. or without caring about how you look doing it or how you sound saying it. You know what I mean? And you're somebody who's very open to other cultures, open to other people. Maybe this could even be somebody who's racist, and you're somebody who's not. You're somebody who doesn't really care about things like that, like this person does, and maybe they really despise you for that. They really couldn't relate with you because of that. They couldn't even stand you. You can relate to a lot of different people. You're very comfortable with a lot of different people from a lot of different cultures. You're very one of a kind. Like you see everyone is very equal no matter what, no matter what they look like, where they come from. And this person just can't because they're very rigid and they do things very, if you do something that's not part of this person's track, this timeline that they, have predetermined, they find you to be wrong. They find you to be an enemy to their timeline, and they, for some reason, think that the whole world centers around them. Some reason think that the whole world centers around them. This person is really wants attention. You know what I mean? And you naturally attract that attention, and just by being diverse and, like I said, relating to many kinds of people, treating everybody with a certain equity, a certain equality, or whatever you want to call it, that this person just really cannot. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the glitch here. Do we got a spirit going on? Sorry guys. This person. Yeah, I saw that too, guys. My video got really weird. We got a spirit with us now. This person works very hard to present a certain image about themselves. They could also work really hard to speak about the image that they try to present. And so there's something about how this person tried to threaten your life or make you feel threatened, kind of similar to Pile 1. You could have come from Pile 1, and this could be like the same person or maybe another person related to this situation. This person wanted you to feel mentally ill, but in a different way. This person could have actually tried to do things to physically harm you, or like physically give you, I don't know, certain obstacles. They could have actually tried to make you fear, like, going outside. They wanted you to fear going outside. They wanted you to fear leaving your car, even. They wanted you to be scared of, like, pursuing your dreams. But when you started to get more in your power and started to stop listening to their bullshit and started to go on your own timeline, I think some of you guys went through an awakening and you realized, I can control my own timeline. I can do the quantum jump. I can go to the place I want to go. And this person, I don't know, they wanted you to stay in the same place. There's something about how they wanted to stay in the same timeline and, slowly poison you, poison your mind, and slowly make you feel like a feeble, weak thing in the same place. They didn't want you to grow, and they wanted you to feel like a child. They wanted you to go get really mentally ill, but I feel like they weren't. Sorry guys, my internet is hold on. Sorry guys, my internet is being weird. I feel like they're trying to interrupt me right now. So let me know if this keeps glitching. But hold on, let me wait until I come back on air. Hold on. Let me fix this. I'm sorry guys. I'm like, my internet is getting updated. But I guess I'm going to continue and hopefully I can come back on. What is going on, guys? Okay, am I back on? I think I'm back on. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry for that pause. But anyways, this person really wanted you to, um, they wanted you to stay stuck in time with them. They wanted you to be too afraid to try something new. They wanted you to be so stuck in time. There's something about how they wanted you to be so stuck in time in this low place with them that by the time you finally get to a place where you can pursue what you want to do, you would be too scared. You would think it was too late. There's something about how you felt like you would get too old or it would be too late for you to achieve whatever it is you wanted. And then you wouldn't pursue your dreams or ever leave them, and you would have to be stuck in place with them. It was really weird. So this person could have tried to physically poison you, or do things to enable you to feed your bad habits to stay in place. This person could have literally tried to arrange for someone to physically harm you, or pay someone to physically harm you for some of you guys. If not, this person tried to harm you in a spiritual way and could have paid someone to do that. This person could have tried to do actual magic on you, black magic on you themselves to physically harm you and cause you guys to fall, trip, deal with like extreme illnesses, sickness. You could have noticed when you were around this person that every time you're around them you felt really drained, you didn't have a lot of energy, and or you were always getting sick or you're always getting injured, and this person and every time you were away from this person your luck got better, and you realize this person was like draining you. They could have been also trying to steal your money. This person could have tried to kill you to steal your money. This person is like a massive snake. They could have known that you had some sort of mental illness, if you do have mental illness, and they could have tried to do things to trigger it, but in an even more low-key way. I feel like they could have tried to get but through other people. They could have tried to mentally harm you through other people by paying certain people to mess with you, going as far as to using money or even stealing money from you or stealing money from someone else to pay somebody to mess with your accounts, mess with something just to make you feel like you're going crazy, or just to hack you or to harm you, really, literally. This person doesn't like to get their own hands dirty, whoever this is. They're a massive narcissist. They think that they're like the king of the world or queen of the world. This person thinks this person also, like pile one, has some sort of status about them, but it's more obvious that they don't deserve it. A lot of the people around them, especially if this is someone who manages a business or owns a job or something, or owns a shop, or runs something that they're like the head of, a lot of the people around them really don't like them. A lot of people think that they're a horrible boss or a horrible leader. Everyone underneath them right now thinks that they're definitely unfit to run anything. They're too emotion run. They're very irresponsible with money, whoever this is. This person's very obsessed with seeming like really smart. They have like a weird image of themselves in their head. And so, but they don't have the motivation or drive or creativity like you do, or they just hate themselves so much that they can't do what you do, and they can't be themselves, and they can't achieve the success that they want to project. So what they did is they thought that they could just kill you and then copy you. They could have tried to keep you stuck with them because they wanted to learn your secret formula or secret recipe so that they can eventually drain you of it, steal your idea, or take your energy even, and then kill you, literally. Or threaten your life, or make you feel like you were in a situation you couldn't get out of. Coffee break. This person could have tried to make it so they paid a lot of people or bribed people around you to mess with you, to get you to reach a mental place
But I feel like you wouldn't do that, so they could have even went as far as to pay people to try to physically harm you. But due to your spiritual protection, because you actually, there's something also about how you have a stronger faith, or you actually believe in whatever spiritual practice you do, and this person does not. This person does it for show, if this is somebody who is religious or spiritual. And you actually protected yourself very well, and you deflected everything this person sent to you back to them. And this person's kind of in disbelief about that right now, I heard. Their eyes are kind of opening up to how they shouldn't probably do this to people, because I feel like you're not the only person this person has tried to do magic on. And then, like, this person really wanted to hammer you down. They hated your light. They hated that you were creative. They hated that you're so different, so diverse, that you can relate with all sorts of people, so people actually want to listen to you. There's something about how this person, when they talk, no one wants to listen to them. They're very lazy. They don't have the drive that you do, so they don't really like to go out of their way to learn about what they actually are learning, because they're not actually interested in it. They're just interested in looking smart or looking educated. They're not actually into, philosophy or spirituality, or, whatever it is they're trying to present as. Or even for some of you, science. They could be somebody who just wants to seem know a lot about science, or a lot about math, or something very real world. They want to seem very intelligent. And you guys have a particular intelligence that comes from your spirituality, or comes from your very individual, unique experiences that this person cannot emulate. And because they couldn't do that, they really wanted to drain you of that and keep you stuck with them in time, so that they can figure out how you do it, copy you, and also, I don't know, drain you of it, so that you couldn't have any more power or strength or force to keep being you, keep being the creative, beautiful person you are. They wanted you to die in that way too. But you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't stick around this person. This could be somebody you've cut off, blocked, whatever. You could have caught on to it, and you could have just, escaped from this crazy weirdo. And after that, I feel like they tried to possibly have you physically harmed. They could have done a lot of things. They saw you as a cockroach, and they had a mallet, and they really wanted to smash you down constantly. And they could have done multiple things to try to threaten your life. I'm sorry if the internet is totally cutting in and out. I don't know what's going on. Um, but I guess we're gonna keep going. Hold on. We're gonna turn off our TV and see if that's gonna help our internet. I'm sorry, guys, for those of you who can't see what's going on. I'm gonna stop really quick just to make sure that we're back on. I hope they're not trying to cut me out right now. But I'm just gonna keep going, guys. If I hope that you guys can see me still. Um, please let me know if I'm still, if I'm glitching, or if I've cut out. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm back on. I'm so sorry. I keep pausing, guys. We have the most nasty internet here, and I'm trying to, get some money raised for a new internet, a new place in general. But sorry about that. I'm back to the reading. Anyways, I'm so sorry, guys. We're gonna do better next time. This person wanted you to stay stuck in place with them. You wouldn't stay, so then they tried to go and hammer you down like a cockroach. And they wanted you to feel too afraid to leave your home. They wanted you to feel like you were your life was threatened. But I feel like with this pile, I feel like you were not threatened. I feel like it was extremely obvious that it was extremely obvious that they were trying to do this to you. I feel like this person's not as smart as you. Uh, this person is. This person was really jealous of that too. And so I feel like you got away. You chose the right timeline. This book has to do with like timelines and existentialism. I really didn't get into it all that much. There's something about classical music for some of you guys. Maybe this person listens to classical music, or you guys listen to classical music. But this person wanted to change your timeline. Maybe if this person is into tarot, or they could have paid like a psychic to get into your records, and maybe they saw that you were meant to be a star with your unique creativity and your divine light that was given to you by the universe. And there's something about how like this person wanted to change your timeline, change your destiny, and you can't do that. This person is a narcissist. They think that they can be God. They think that they are higher than all the gods and the Most High, and that they can just decide if someone's going to be successful, decide if someone's going to continue on in their life, decide if someone's going to even live. This person thought that they could literally have control over your life. They're that insane. So, and they probably act this way towards everyone else in their life. Maybe they have, like I said, some sort of management position or some sort of powerful position where they could have controlled a lot of people's lives, but right now they're actually losing that position right now as we speak. After you watch this reading, this is going to be this person's karma. Okay, so first of all, I see this person like pile one, being seen as someone who stays inside too much. This person could actually develop like really unkept facial hair, or they can, if they were previously always well groomed and able to afford like a haircut every month or something like that, or have their hair redyed or their roots redone, or their nails done, they're not going to be able to do that anymore. This is somebody who has made money off of stealing from other people, I heard, possibly off of the internet and through their business or through their job. They're not going to also be able to do this anymore. And there's something about how like it's going to be due to like their drinking addiction and their drug use. This person is, I feel like you cut off this person, you escaped narrowly from their scheme to have you killed because you were too smart and you were too intuitive, and you actually believe in the universe or the divine. And this person doesn't. They believe in working in a kind of scientific and logical way. Like I said, they don't really understand metaphysical or whatever you call it, esoteric stuff as much, or even occult. They just believe in paying people money and getting a reaction. So they somebody who thought they could pay you money and get you to shut up or not give them a reaction anymore. This person is like, sorry guys, yeah, it's been glitching. It's because it must be true. This person this person really wanted to seem like really wise. They wanted to seem very like deep. There's something about how they wanted people to come to them for advice. This person's really weird. Like they have like a weird aspiration to be seen as like the wisest teacher, and you are somebody who naturally just has a lot of good words to say. Maybe you're somebody who every time you tell someone certain things, whether or not you know it, you make a lot of people think. You make a lot of people think about the layers of things. You tell people one thing and they're just like, whoa, I never seen it that way. And then they go deep, 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 deep into their mind, into thought. And, you know, you have a lot of wise advice to give people. A lot of people see you as someone as wise. A lot of people see you as someone that they can go to for advice sometimes. Maybe you're somebody in your friends who people can rely on for very unbiased, balanced judgment of situations. And this person is unable to do that because they're very scientific and logical, like I said. So they think everything is black and white. They think everything should be this way and that way. But there's something also about how they make choices based off of their emotion. And their only emotion they have is sadness and anger here. So this is very toxic. Like I said, if this is somebody who has like a management job, they fire people because they don't like them. Simply because they personally don't like them. Can you see your screen? I can see my screen. I'm sorry, guys. My internet had cut out every now and then for some reason. They're trying to delay me right now, but sorry, guys. Yeah, there's a huge glitch going on with my camera. A lot of spirits going on here. I'm fighting with them now. But yeah, so this person is going to first of all deal the brutal karma this person's going to deal with if you chose 1Q84 is that this person is going to be stuck in time. They're going to be stuck. They're going to look like they are stuck in a time machine, time loop. With their own habits, and no one is going to. I feel like people are going to try to help them at first, and they're going to be unhelpable. I see this person actually possibly getting themselves into trouble and maybe even getting like physically assaulted by like somebody they anger. This person wanted you to be stuck in place. Now they're going to be stuck in place. And that's going to be starting with their addictions. This person has a meth addiction, possibly a crack addiction, possibly maybe Xanax, I heard, alcohol, or something similar to those things. This person is like taking those all like candy over and over and over and over and over again. And they're stuck in a time loop. They could be wearing the same clothes for the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years. They're never going to step foot in a store to get new clothes for a really long time. And it's going to be very off-putting, very like this person needs help. And it's going to be in a place where it's like people want to help this person, but it's just going to be like they can't because this person's going to be too mentally gone with all these drugs. They're going to be too high to help. This person wanted to seem all high and mighty, and they wanted to seem like they were so wise and they're blah, blah, blah. But like now, no one, like, now they're really going to be not able to trick people into even thinking at all that they could be wise. Like, it was already enough that when people hear them talk, people already know that they're kind of a blathering idiot and they have no advice to give. They're just a fucking egomaniac who likes to hear themselves talk or something. But now they're going to be stumbling around drunk as fuck, high as fuck, just like not there, just like, oh, their hand. I see someone with their hand down their pants, and they're just out of it, and there's like stains all over their clothes, and they don't know what they're doing. They probably will have like, they'll probably have like a home with like a wife and maybe kids in it or something somewhere. And then like I feel like one day they're just going to go so insane that they're gonna they're gonna leave the house like really high, drunk, whatever, and they're just going to get lost. They're gonna keep walking and they're going to end up somewhere and they're gonna not know where they are. They're not gonna know who they are, and no one's gonna be able to find them possibly at some point. This person is very nasty. They got away with doing a lot of creepy stuff, to be honest. This could be somebody who, like I said, likes to hack devices. They like to hack security cameras. They like to watch people. They could be very like invasive. Sorry, guys. They could be very invasive. They like to. They really like to hack. I don't know, something about hacking. Like this person's hacking someone's account or was hacking someone's phone. Or if it's not, they just like to look through the holes in the walls or listen through the walls to like what you're doing. It's very creepy. If you picked pile 2, this is who this is. This person could have even opened the bathroom door on you while you're like taking a dump or something, uh, or like tries to open fitting room curtains on people by accident. You know, like really creepy and weird peeping tom energy with these eyes here. I see it as like a peeping tom energy. Someone who's just very nasty. This person got away with it by trying to present themselves as wise, and I feel like over time more people have caught on that they're kind of stupid. They have nothing smart to say. Because they just don't know how to like actually put the effort into studying things. But they're very adamant liar. This could be a pathological liar. This person they're not good at lying, but they just can't help but lie. This is somebody who's a bad liar, like it's very obvious they're lying, but they like lie so much. They lie so much, like they don't know how to say the truth. They just lie. They lie about their accreditations, you know, like I have a degree in this, I have a certificate in this, I can do this. It's a lie, or it was like done in a shortcut way. They could have paid for those certificates or just printed them out, photoshopped it. But this person just is delusional, so they'll just lie about their status, and they saw that you were a very like unique person, and a lot of people are willing to listen to you because the divine wants a lot of people to listen to you. The divine wants to see your work. If you're not someone who publicly speaks, you could be somebody who paints, or you make things that are meant to be seen by the eyes. And people just automatically gravitate to your work because the divine wants it to be that way. You've done the work, you've done the lessons, you've learned enough to get to this point where you are allowed, you are given permission by the divine to share what's inside your heart, share what you need to share with the world in general, with your experiences, what your eyes have seen, where it be in your work, your music, whatever it is you create, whatever you put out there, whatever you do. And this person really envied that really hated that, because this person doesn't have anything to offer the world that is unique or comes from their own heart. Okay, they don't know how to be a human being, honestly. They just feel like everybody is just clothing, you know, everybody is just shoes, everybody is just cars and a house. And that's all you need to be successful. It's kind of like someone saying like, I want to be a cop. So they go to the costume store and they buy the police costume, and then they buy a fake gun or a real gun, and then they buy a badge, and then they're like, I'm a cop now. And but they're not. They didn't go through police academy. They don't actually, you know, it's illegal to do that. That's impersonating a cop, right? So it's kind of, this person gives me that type of vibe. Like they think that in order to be something or to be someone or to be seen as successful, they have to wear a costume. So they've been wearing a costume kind of like this, or you know, stating the right books to, I don't know, to seem a certain way, and you guys just naturally have it, and they hated that. So they wanted you to, honestly, they hated you enough to really just, they wanted you out of the picture. They were also super obsessed with you too. They could be like a crazy stalker of some sort. They were like obsessed with you, but in a secret way, and they just wanted you out of the picture because they couldn't stand that, the fact that you existed around them, and that you were actually genuine, and that your skills, your talents, and your views in life were actually coming from a real place, and that kind that this person just, they couldn't handle it. I'm sorry if I keep cutting out, guys. Like, somebody's really trying to mess my shit up right now. They're mad at the exposure. But anyways, let's get into their severe karma. I'm sorry, I keep over explaining. This person's going to be dealing with extreme financial loss. They're going to be having to force to be saving every single penny they make. They're going to have to eat 99-cent cup noodles for dinner and lunch and breakfast. They're going to have to eat bread and butter as dinner. and it's because they can't let go of one of their addictions, which is like probably alcohol, probably drugs, something like that. They're gonna lose their management position or their job, because a lot of people are gonna be tired of their shit. They're gonna be also exposed for some sort of thing they could have tried to do to you. Honestly, it could have to do with something they tried to do to you. Um, yeah, see workplace in reverse, and it's gonna make them lose their job. They're gonna lose their support also, because they gained all of their support on like false costume. Like I said, maybe they could have tried to wear like a guru costume or a priest costume, like I said, and then played pretend into a religious group and tried to seem like a spiritual leader. For some of you guys, if this resonates, they're gonna lose that spiritual group. They could have used that group against you. Like I said, this person is very comfortable with paying others to harm you or hack you or do something to you. The people that they had access to do that with, they're going to be gone. Some of those people are going to reject this person, whoever, whatever practitioner or hacker they hired, because you're too intuitive, you've caught on, and a lot of people are actually afraid of being exposed by you or exposed by another person this person has slighted. Um, you guys, something about like, and it doesn't even have to be anything that's serious. This could literally be like you unknowingly blocking a catfish that they were sending to you, just because your intuition, or just because the your guides were guiding you to block certain people out or cut certain people out that actually were connected to this person or being paid by this person to attack you or get you killed, and maybe you had no idea. And a lot of these people that were involved in that are seeing that, are getting scared, because they're like, how does pile 2 know that? There's no way that pile 2 can know that we were sent by this person to attack or kill them. But you guys are so intuitive, and or just so obedient to your guides. They're like, you could have just been like, oh, this person that's trying to talk to me right now, they seem a little bit shady, I'm gonna block them. This person's message to me that says, hey, let's be friends, this seems a little bit weird, I'm gonna block them. Like, you guys really just listen to your gut feelings, and it ended up working in your benefit because you actually have real intuition, whereas this person doesn't. So they think that people are very stupid. This person does not run off of intuition at all. They run off of manipulation and desire behind it all. They don't do anything for the greater good. They do everything based off of greed. And you don't that way. So you have a lot of good karma, and you also have, like I said, you have a lot of faith or belief, and you know, you were guided to leave this person alone, or leave whoever else was connected to them alone, whether or not you knew it, and you ended up saving your own life. And a lot of these people are now dropping out because they feel like you could have the grounds to sue some of these people, put them in jail, report them. A lot of these people know, or are afraid that you know, and maybe you guys now know, but whoever you cut off recently, or whoever you suspected was like really weird to you, and you cut them off in regards to this situation, you were correct to. This is a confirmation. Um, because this person is definitely very comfortable with paying people, even paying off your friends. You don't even know who your homies really are, you know? Like, this guy was really, could have paid someone off to really lead you to danger. And you saw right through it. This person's very psycho. So pile 2, what is their karma? Their karma is that they're gonna look very hideous, like in a very, 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 like, every way, conventional, non-conventional. Like, they're gonna look like the pretty Patty from SpongeBob, Is it called Pretty Patty? No, it's not Pretty Patty. It was no, it's that one Krabby Patty that looks really nasty and rotten. That's what their face is gonna look like. I'm gonna post it in the community. They're gonna look like really like they're gonna look like a burger that was left out in the sun and then shat on and then like left in the dumpster and then like left out like they're gonna look like rotten hamburger meat. I heard their face is going to look like rotten hamburger meat. If this person has had any sort of plastic surgery or is going to get any plastic surgery, it will be botched and it will fall down. One of their boobs is going to fall down and the other boob is going to stay stuck or something like that, or one boob is going to just fall way lower than the other. If they had their lips done, that shit's gonna frown down. If they had their nose done, that shit's gonna collapse down into the point where they're gonna have to have their nose redone, and it's gonna look like Michael Jackson. This person's, I mean, not that that's hideous if you had to do that, but this person's gonna have a large combination of things to do with their appearance that's gonna happen to them. It's gonna make them very insecure and make them not want to leave their house at all. This person's going to be seen as very entitled. So something about how they're going to be seen as entitled for what they are asking for. Like this person could be like asking people to go on a date with them or to give them a job, or even for modeling gigs. Maybe if this person used to be a model, they could be like, oh, don't you want to hire me? I'm a model. I used to be this. And people are going to see them as entitled and see them as asking for too much, or like way below their pay grade. Like there's being seen as way below their pay grade. Like people are going to be like, you are asking me to do this for you. Like they're going to be seen as very like low cost, like but asking for too much. Like they think that they're way hotter than they really are. Like they think that they have the range, but they actually don't. And a lot of people can see this, and a lot of people are annoyed by this, and they're going to be seen as very delusional, very gross, and just very unattractive too. They could have made fun of your appearance a lot. That's probably where this is coming from. They're getting this karma because they could have called you hideous, or could have tried to tell other people that you looked ugly, made fun of your physical body appearance. Now they're gonna lose their body. They're gonna be really out of shape. They could be somebody who really kept up with their regimens in terms of diet, exercise. They're not gonna be able to do that anymore. They're gonna be dealing also with a lot of evil eye. This person could have caused injury or caused some sort of inconveniences in your life due to black magic or evil eye. Now, a lot of people are actually going to be putting evil eye on this person, and every time they step outside of their home, they're just going to be riddled with bad luck. There's going to get a flat tire in their car on their way to work. They're they're going to accidentally lock their key in their car after they get the tire fixed. Then they're going to have to wait for someone to get the key, and then they're going to have to call their boss and hope that the boss forgive them for coming in late. And then they're going to come in late, and then the boss is going to fire them because they're too late. They're always too late, but it was all bad luck and it was all not their fault, right? But then the boss is not going to be understanding, and it's going to be like, well, you should have left earlier. And it's just, this person's going to have to deal with like really not understanding people. That's what it is, because they weren't understanding of you. This could be somebody who was not those messages are delayed. This person could be like dealing with extreme like people that just don't understand what they're going through, like people not willing to be like empathetic towards their situation, or sympathetic, I mean. I'm sorry if like I'm sorry if my messages are getting delayed. This is the best I can do with my internet. So yeah, like until I make enough money and I make it big and I get a router, my own Wi-Fi router at my own place, this is just gonna be my delays. I feel like they're just trying to send spirits to monitoring spirits to kind of delay our messages, but I'm just gonna keep going regardless. Sorry, but yeah. So this person's gonna be really unlucky, and no one's going to feel sorry for them. Just like how they almost took a secret joy in you going through bad luck. Yeah, he's a method head. Oh my god. Send them, yeah, we gotta return, I have to return this all to sender, return that energy to sender, because there are haters that are watching me that definitely want me to like delay my messages, but I'm gonna keep going. This person is going to be forced into a position of being constantly insecure. Like I said, this person's holding on to every penny they make right now. They're going to be insecure not only about their looks, but about every single thing in their life, including their money. They're going to not know when their next check is coming in because I feel like they're going to have a hard time keeping a job because they're just going to have so much bad luck. They're not going to be able to do their job properly, or it's going to be really hard. Like, they're not going to have a car, they're not going to have a place to live that's proper, or like a proper place to shower, and they're going to know what it's like to have to deal with all of that and still deal with people who don't understand you or want to like feel, give you any slack. They're going to deal with people who just don't give them any slack. This could even be somebody who gets someone pregnant and they have to have like a baby, and they might have to work somewhere that doesn't care or give them maternity leave or any pay. Like, they probably will work at a place that won't give a shit about like what they're going through, and they're just going to have to work themselves down to the bone. And they're gonna be like riddled with like scabs and messed up stuff because this is somebody who is going to be dipping more into their addiction, into their meth, their drinking, and they're just going to be looking very, very sickly. I see this as like a factory job. This person might have to work in a factory at some point, and they might dip deeper into substances just to keep it going. I also see this person getting like an unwanted pregnancy, if that resonates for some of you guys, and they're gonna have to like deal with that, and they're not gonna have any money to deal with paying the baby mama or something like that. This person's gonna have to be forced to leave your life or leave you alone with by. They're gonna either by the law. I feel like the police could be watching this person right now, and they're gonna probably get cuffed and pulled away from your life by force because this person is so obsessed and they can't stop attacking you, they can't stop watching you, they can't stop stalking you, and they can't stop trying to be the one who's right or correct in this situation. So there's something about how your ancestors and the universe are going to force this person to say goodbye. They're gonna have to say bye. They're gonna have to disappear. And this person is going to be dealing with a lot of drama in their life forever, for the rest of their life. This person, I see this person also coughing up blood. I think this person's going to drink so much one day that they're going to like diarrhea blood or like cough up blood or something, and they're going to have to go to the hospital, for like internal bleeding. I heard it's going to be really nasty. Some people just die from that. I think this person could even die from just that. I also see this person like going to jail and getting shanked by someone. After like they're gonna be alone but also stuck somewhere under a bridge or stuck somewhere in time for the next like 5 to 10 years, doing the same drugs, hanging out the same places until they're homeless. And they're gonna be, yeah, like very, their face is gonna be like hamburger meat that's been like, you stuck your fingers in it. Like, it's gonna have like a lot of craters in it. And it's gonna be very like, a lot of people are not gonna want to like help them or deal with them. And then the people who do remember them or like have dealt with them in the past when they didn't have hamburger meat face, are going to remember how this person treated them, how this person was a piece of shit or asshole to them, and those people are not even going to want to help them, the people from their past, when they're going through this, when they live under the bridge. Okay, so I'm gonna finish off this pile soon, and then we're gonna move on to pile 3 and then 4. So, like I said, Four of Pentacles, they're really, right now, they're really struggling with money. After you watch this video, there's something about how all of their secrets going to come out. If they have multiple baby mamas or partners outside of their relationship of marriage, if that applies to you, I see everybody coming out. Some of them are going to be men, some of them are going to be women. And it's going to be very uncalled for. Like, nobody had any idea this person was bisexual at all. It's going to be very humiliating for them. This person could even be somebody who's like in a place of like a high rank in like politics or some sort of job, like I said, management, higher position. They're gonna be outed for this, and it's gonna be very, very, very embarrassing. them. They're also going to be outed for their drug addictions. I feel like this person really tried to share your secrets or really tried to talk shit about you, or even share false gossip about you. These things are all going to be exposed as false once this person's real habits come out, and people really will see that this person was just obsessed with having people see you as the bad guy and the good guy. And they were just so obsessed with hammering you down. All their secrets are going to be revealed though, out in public. This person could be dealing with people who actually want to end their life right now. I don't know if this person knows or not, but there are actually like at least like 3 people here who want to kill this person. Um, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to die by the hands by one of these people, maybe. But one of them could be a person that they used to marry or date, or somebody who they had on the side, like a angry baby mother who wants to kill them and their life, or do what they tried to do to you, but to them, basically. There are 3 people basically trying to do the same exact thing they tried to do to you, but to them at the same time. One of them could be, like I said, like some sort of scorned baby mom that they left out in the cold with like a baby on their own. That person's doing magic on this person to make them gain weight, to have like a horrible skin, and to also to basically die of like health conditions. This person can even be somebody that they're currently married to. All If they're still with this person could actually be putting poison in their food to make them slowly die, or like antifreeze or coolant or motor oil in their food to cause them poisoning. That could be one of the people that is targeting right now. They don't know this. I feel like they don't know that their own wife or husband is doing this to them, poisoning them in some way. But they're not a really great person. They just manipulative. They don't love people. So of course, those people that they thought they can breadcrumb and just give manipulation instead of love, of course, don't love them back. And this person, I feel like this person could have been cheating on their partner with like underage minors or something really creepy like that. Also, probably paying for like prostitutes, possibly, or uh, going to strip clubs without their partner knowing. For some of you guys, and their partner is really angry, sad, and is slowly poisoning them and doing like some sort of fatal attraction thing where they're gonna kill this person. Another person who is coming after them could be a fire sign. Ooh, this person definitely wants to assault them physically. I feel like this person could actually be getting physically assaulted by somebody with a weapon, or cut even. This is like a big sword, so I could see somebody bring out like a really big gun or a really big knife out at a fight and approach this person very violently. I see this person getting slashed in the neck, so I think this person might even die from a slash in the neck, or get permanently damaged or scarred in the face from some sort of knife attack or animal attack. Even I feel like it could just be like, yeah, like a knife, a slash, or, and I don't see it as a gun, maybe. And then I also see this person here, this third person who wants to come after them, as an investor, a partner or a business partner of theirs. They could have cheated out of money in their business. If you picked pile 2, this person, they all like, this could be even their best friend or their brother or their sister. They're also arranging for this person to be assassinated in some sort of way. It could be some sort of inside job if that resonates for you, but there are at least 3 people that are after this person, trying to end their life right now, and one of them is going to be successful. Um, it could be this person because they have money. They still have money, and your abuser or your attacker, who wanted to threaten your life, they are going to they're going to not have any money, to be able to defend themselves from whoever this rich friend of theirs or their former business partner is, who has more power than them. They're basically going to be dealing with someone exactly like them from before, except they're going to be put in the poorhouse or in the the peasant place, and they're not going to be able to defend themselves from these attacks that this person will pay for. Maybe they're going to pay for a hitman, like a literal hitman, or they're going to pay the police to take this person out, or they're going to do something really scary underground, and this person's going to have no money to protect themselves from such a person like this. It's basically like they're dealing with another, like their own twin. This person's going to have to defend themselves from the elements. I heard they're going to have to be outside, crouched under a jacket or a plastic bag. They're going to have to defend themselves from people who are looking for them, who want to attack them. They're going to be in a defensive energy crisis mode constantly. They're not going to be able, sorry, I'm going to adjust my seating. They're not going to be able to relax at all or ever feel safe to like literally chill or take a nap. With Three of Wands, I feel like this is going to be you guys. You guys are going to be expanding, traveling, moving, definitely going to places in your life. And this person's going to have to watch you through a computer at the library, or watch you through someone else's phone they borrow or steal. They're not going to be able to even like have a phone or a computer to access. They could even be in jail, and they might have to like use one of those jail computers to like see how you're doing. But you guys are going to be doing a lot of fun stuff, and really growing where they didn't want you to grow. You're going to be leaving that time zone that they wanted you to stay in. They're going to see you change, grow, wear different stuff, act differently, try all the new things you always wanted to try that they didn't want you to try, and you're just going to be in a different place than where they wanted you to stay. And it's going to like make them really angry, but also really sad, because they're going to be stuck in place. They're going to be forced to be stuck in some place somehow. They're not going to be able to expand. They're not going to be able to travel. They're going to want to take a vacation, and I feel like it's going to be so tedious that they're not going to be able to escape or grow. I gotta hurry these up because I'm taking too long on each of these. Take too much time. See, with Joker in reverse, yeah, they're not gonna be able to pursue anything they want to do in their life, and it's gonna make them depressed. If this person ends up living through jail, I see them coming out of jail and then attempting suicide, or like feeling really like really depressed to the point of wanting to like end their lives by their own hands. Like, no one's going to be there to feel sorry for them. No one's going to be there to hold their hand. No one's going to feel any sympathy for this person at all, because this person felt no sympathy for you. They felt no sympathy for any of the people they stole from or lied to or hacked to come against you. They're just going to be they're going to be living an entire life of regret, fighting with themselves and also fighting with people on the street, fighting with everybody. Their life is just going to be a massive fight. They're going to feel like they're going to be they're going to feel like they're going to wake up in a war zone. With Five of Wands, it's just going to be conflict all around. Conflict with their baby mama, conflict with their friends, conflict with whoever's left. They're not going to have anyone there to protect them from all these physical assaults and all these people coming after them. They're going to not have any shelter or protection from stalkers. No one's going to believe them. People are going to think they're crazy. And they're just going to be feeling so alone in the end, they might want to die. And if they don't go that way, it's going to be by the hands of one of these people. And when one of these people catches them, it's not going to be a very easy or merciful death. It's going to definitely be torture. I've heard like cutting off fingers. They're going to be cutting this person's fingers and toes off first before they go in on it, because this person really, really made a lot of people very angry. This person can even be part of the mafia or part of some sort of crime syndicate, or could have pissed off a particular crime syndicate, and that's how their fingers get cut off. This Jungle Collective is a very unique collective. I love it here. I agree, progressive being. I really like how unique our stories are. It makes it very entertaining. I love who I'm reading for because it's really cool. Okay, so to end it off, Six of Wands. A big part of their brutal karma is that they're going to have to see you be really successful in something they tried to stop you pursuing or tried to delay you in. They're going to see that they weren't very successful at all at this, and it's going to make them even more depressed. More depressed, more stuck in time. They're going to be stuck in the past, in the place where they thought they had you, or where they thought they delayed you to. All right, so that's going to be it for pile 2, I'm gonna ring the bell. I think I forgot to ring the bell earlier, so let's do that. Okay, that was like a quick ring to just clear the energy from pile 2. Then we're gonna go to pile 3. I don't know why I did 3 piles, guys. This is a lot. We're already getting... Oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a long video. I'm sorry, guys. But I guess it's just because, like, there's so much energy here, and, like, I feel like whoever's watching me right now, you guys have dealt with, like, really shitty people, and I feel like that's why this video is becoming so long and why each of these responses are becoming so, like, there's so much karma. Like, so many cards fell out for each of those, so I can't really help it, you know. I'm a very thorough person, too, you know, that's why. So we're gonna go to pile 3. Pile 3, this is for you if you picked My Friend Dahmer. My Friend Dahmer is a graphic novel about, from the point of view of somebody who was his classmate. Jeffrey Dahmer grew up to be a serial killer. You can look him up. He like would invite... There's actually... Well, it's a really popular story, isn't it? Like people... Oh, thank you guys. People, you know, they're talking about his story now. You know, he invited young gay men to his apartment. He would drug them, get them to drink some sort of drink, poison them, and then try to get, you know, sleep with them, but also like cut them up and put them in barrels of acid and like store their body parts in his freezer and also eat them. He was like a cannibal. It was a huge thing. But this is like from the point of view of somebody who just happened to be his classmate. And I thought it was a little, honestly, the book was a little bit judgmental. I mean, not like that I'm sympathizing with the killer, but I'm just saying, like, it wasn't really, it didn't have any like useful insight, if I'm gonna be really honest with you. It really just, it wasn't that interesting. It just showed like how his sense of humor in high school was a little weird and how he was a little bit of an outcast, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a huge thing. But this is for those of you who picked pile 3. What is their brutal karma for threatening your life? This is somebody who wanted you to feel like your life was being threatened. While I pick out the cards for this pile, I'm going to just look into like how I think you are as a person. So if you picked pile 3, which is My Friend Dahmer, you could be somebody who's very observant. You could be somebody who catches on to things that a lot of people might not catch onto or might not think that you caught onto. You could be somebody who people think plays stupid, but you're actually really smart and you actually know what's going on. Yeah, this guy is a freak. You could be also somebody who is interested in true crime or watches crime documentaries. You could be somebody who doesn't really have a lot of friends. You might not be that great at math. You could be better at writing, or it could be the other way around. You could be like really good at math. You could be somebody who is very funny. I think a lot of people find you to be funny even when you're not trying. You could be somebody with a really unique sense of humor. You could also be somebody who works out, but not all of you. Or you're very... I think you have the ability to be disciplined, but I think also you have... I think people like you. A lot of people do like you. I think you're kind of like a popular loner. So if you picked pile 3, I think you're like a popular loner, and people do like you for how weird you are. But I think people just often don't know how to approach you. So you kind of don't. you're kind of like a loner sometimes because I think you're really cool or you're too cool, and people are sometimes afraid to talk to you because you could be somebody who's very out there. You could be somebody with like a lot of different tattoos or like really colored hair or really interesting I don't know, an interesting way of carrying yourself and you don't really care. You could even be like someone who's like has like a really cool aesthetic. Like you could be like goth and maybe every day you dress goth or you do your makeup a particular way every day for some reason. Um, you're very inviting too. You could be seen as someone who's very inviting or very friendly though. When people get to know you, you could have like a really comfortable home. People when they come over to your house, especially new people, sometimes they don't like to, they don't even leave for a while. Like I think a lot of people are very comfortable when they come over to your home. You just you're somebody who like makes sure that everybody in the group or everybody in the party is having a good time, or even just like the one person you're hanging out with, because you know how it's like for people not to really consider how you're doing or how you're feeling. You could be somebody who's used to being the quiet person in the back of the group or in the back of the class, so maybe you grew up that way, and maybe now you're somebody who is more you're very considerate of everybody in like the room. Like you tend to look at the one person who's really quiet and shy and wants to say something. You're that one person who's really nice and looks at them and is like, "Hey, what were you gonna say?" You are very friendly, and you're very understanding, and I think you tend to attract a lot of different kinds of people into your life, especially in a platonic way. And sometimes it will be people that don't really have your best interest. And I think you guys have been through a lot of weird cycles with weirdos as friends. You know, I think you before could have went through a phase where uh, because you grew up being, you know, the lonely kid or the person that a lot of people didn't want to hear out or really pay attention to, and now you, I don't know, you in your adulthood, you probably tend to invite a lot, not invite, but you were just really friendly to a lot of different kinds of people, and I think you've been through a lot of weird friendships with people, like really weird cycles with strange people that you wish you didn't, or you just really had to learn the hard way that they're like a lot of people that act like they have your best interest as your friend, but then they actually don't. Um, so this tells me that this person could be a friend, somebody that used to be a friend of yours. This is somebody who did not want to praise you. This doesn't have to be a friend. This could also be a family member. Um, this could be somebody that you knew when you were a teenager, or if not, this could be somebody who acts like a teenager but they're really grown up. Like somebody is pretty immature. Um, wow, I'm glad everybody's meeting each other in the chat right now. That's so wholesome. That's cute. Um, there's something about how like I think that you, because you're so friendly and a lot of people want to be your friend, want to be in your circle, like you're just so unique, but you're also, like I said, a popular loner. You kind of keep to yourself. Um, I think that this person that you're asking about, if you picked pile three, this could be somebody who really wanted to take advantage of that. And when they came into your life, they thought that you were going to be a pushover or like a welcome mat, basically. Whoever this is, you're somebody who's very generous with your time and your energy, or you used to be. And this could be somebody who really took that, stomped all over it, and tried to use you and see how much they can take from you, take from your energy. This whoever picked pile three, the person who's receiving this karma, they could be somebody who is from the suburbs. They could also be somebody who used to be institutionalized, like they could have be without you knowing. This could be like a really estranged friend of yours or weird person in your life that has been in jail or been in a mental institution and maybe you had no idea. This could be somebody who doesn't even share a lot about their past with anybody. This because I see this pile as being fairly vague. This is a fairly vague pile because this book is really short and it's a graphic novel. So I think that whoever picked pile 3, this is somebody you don't really know a lot about to this day. Somebody who doesn't really offer the same amount of information about themselves to you as you had to them. When I read for whoever is picking this pile, this you could be somebody who is very honest, like you're very open with sharing with people what's going on in your mind. You're very genuine, and this person doesn't know how to be genuine. As you could see, this is like a really thin book. This is someone who just like they don't they try to give as little information as possible about themselves, and then they try to ask you a lot of questions. This is a really weird common tactic I've seen people do when they plan to abuse someone or bully someone, because they don't want to give you any ammunition to bully them back or to hold on to them or something. It's really weird. So when you met this person, you could have met this person at like a party or through other friends, or maybe this is your family and this is just someone that you don't really know well at all, or you feel like you don't really know well at all. This person's very dark, very shady. They could have really dark eyes. This could be somebody who's part of a large group or a gang or a family of some sort. They don't really they don't really know how to be loyal. This is a very disloyal person, whoever this is. If you picked my friend Dahmer, whoever this is, they act very strangely. The way that their behavior is in certain situations, you could have seen that they were acting very, I don't know, inappropriately. Maybe the way that they react to certain people's emotions, or how this person is, they're very very off. They're very off, very emotionless. Whoever this pile is about, this is that is getting their karma. This is someone who has no emotion, it seems. When they see people cry, or when they see people go through certain obstacles in their life, this could be somebody who will watch you with a very straight face and watch you cry, whoever this is. This could be somebody, like I said, who acts like a teenager or looks like a teenager for some reason. They could literally look like a teenager. They could probably still dress like a teenager, or very like youthful, but in kind of like in an unsettling way. If not, they could just act a lot like a teenager in a really weird way, or very immature for their age, especially when they came against you. This could be somebody who has a lot of guilt. They have a lot of guilt, especially when it comes to religion. They could have been raised in a very like strict household, but they hated you because you're a spiritual person, and because you're very friendly. You're willing to offer your energy up to people who need help, and this person couldn't stand that. Whoever this was who made you feel like your life was threatened. This person is not very intelligent. I mean, they're very sneaky and manipulative, but they're not very intelligent. This person definitely was stalking you. This person went out of their way to try to get people against you in whatever group they were part of, gang, and they tried to follow you to your house or follow you somewhere and stalk you, whoever this is. This could be somebody that you used to be friends with that you cut off. Like, this could be somebody who is used to using other people and not paying them back. This could be somebody who, you go to dinner with them and they're the friend in the group that doesn't pay anything, or they never expect to pay for anything. This could be somebody you paid for a lot of things for them and they were very ungrateful, or they never planned on paying you back. They never said thank you. They never saw it as like, you know, a nice gesture. They just felt really entitled. They're like this to everybody. They're very ungrateful, very bratty. It's because they were very spoiled as a child. They get everything they wanted as a kid, so they're very judgmental of people who deal with things or aren't able to have the same things as them. So that's why they act like a teenager, because they were spoiled all their life. They didn't have to do homework. They didn't have to go to work and go to a job. This person has never had to lift their finger all their lives. If they've ever dealt with any sort of homelessness or, you know, supposed hardships, I feel like this person has caused it on themselves. I feel like they actually come from a very well-off family or well-off situation, and a lot of like their shortcomings or their so-called obstacles or oppressions come from their addiction problem or something that they do where they mess up lives, whoever this is. This could be somebody with blonde hair or wavy hair or shoulder length hair, but not for everyone. This person can also have gray hair or, yeah, like long hair, long blonde hair. Seeing a lot of that here. Maybe red hair. Um, this person wanted to stalk you, and then they wanted to they thought that you were stupid. They thought that you were dumb because you're spiritual. So there's something about how like you listen to your intuition and you cut this person off, or you could have seen that they were being very fake to you or being really weird, because like I said, this person has a really off personality. This person can also be someone who digs through trash, very invasive. They act very strange. They act very strange with you in public. They don't act like they like you. They act like they kind of like despise you or secretly scared of you, and you were like, okay. And this person got really obsessed with you. They tried to also steal your ideas. This could be somebody who wanted to steal your ideas or literally be you. They were obsessed with being you, and they wanted people to see them as you. And this could be kind of like a really creepy, like stalker situation where they wanted to like kill you and then be you or something, or kill you and then take your clothes. You could have come from pile 2. I think that's what that was, where yeah, this person like wanted to replace you. And I don't know, maybe like this person's very used to being popular and liked because they had a lot of money at some point. So they had a lot of materialistic things that made them attractive to others, even dating partners. But then they use it all on drugs. They have like an addiction problem. And you came into the scene, I feel like, and you naturally just attract people. Like I said, you're very friendly. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of swagger, cars, or anything to attract men or women into your life. You just attract them just by your attitude, your personality alone. You're just really friendly. You could go outside in a trash bag and you can get everyone to look at you just by not trying. And I feel like you don't even try. And this person was very envious and hated that about you, but also obsessed with that, obsessed with you, obsessed with how you can do it. Because you could have come from a very hard place and they didn't really care. I'm gonna have to speed this up soon, guys. So sorry if this feels rushed towards the end, but we're getting to like almost over 2 hours. I'm really sorry, guys. I shouldn't have done 4 piles. This is a lot. So let me rush through this. I'm taking too long. But anyways, so there's that. They wanted to replace you. So here's their brutal karma. Similar to the last pile, this person's going to be dealing with extreme addiction, crack, meth. Their base is going to be really dried out. Cocaine also, I heard. They're going to have damage in their nostrils, damage in their mouth. I heard gums. They're going to have gum disease, possibly cancers. This person's not going to be able to have the same clothes or same materialistic items that they used to have, that they used to attract people. This person is like neglecting their self-care, and I feel like it's making them look more and more frail. And you guys don't look frail. You could be somebody who's taking care of yourselves or trying to, at least. Like, you don't spend all your money on the things that this person spends on. But that they tried to copy you or wear your costume. But now I feel like they are drinking themselves to death trying to be you. Or like tweaking, tweaking so hard trying to be you, for some reason. Like, instead of doing the hard work, like if it's if it's your body that they're jealous of, they could have like tried to take drugs to look like you, or tried to get plastic surgery to look like you, or even drink more or do something kind of toxic for some reason to get closer to looking like you. And maybe because they could have lied and said that you're a drinker, or that you do certain drugs to enhance your body, or you could have gotten plastic surgery, and but you didn't, and they know that they lied. But instead of like being honest and actually working out and doing the work that you do, they are like, they're not they're, I don't know, they're doing that lie, they're doing that addiction. And what's happening is that it's actually or they're doing that addiction, or they're doing that plastic surgery to look like you, and people are seeing, it's actually proving to people that you are even more real. Like, it's actually proving to people, no, this wasn't done by drugs, this wasn't done by plastic surgery. However you look, it doesn't even have to be your body. It could literally be like your face, like your makeup or your skincare or something, your hair. I don't know what it is, but this person was really jealous of it. So they went deeper into their addictions, and people are seeing like, oh, Jungle Collective is just really genuinely natural, because this is what it looks like when someone takes a lot of drugs and cheats their way, or this is what it looks like when someone takes steroids, or this is how fucked up someone actually looks like when they get the plastic surgery to look like this person, when they get their muscles injected with silicone. This is what they look like. But Jungle Collective, you guys look sexy, amazing, natural, beautiful. The divine has blessed you. You guys are tending to what the divine has blessed you with. And so, people are, it's really proving to people what the truth is. And this person looks like a fucking clown. And they also look like a zombie. They look like a literal zombie now. This person could have their cheekbones very severely defined right now. They look very sick. I'm so sick by Flyleaf. I feel like this person is going to be stuck somewhere they don't want to live. They might be stuck in a very toxic work situation that they're not going to be able to leave. This toxic work situation is going to give them more access to whatever this addiction is. If they're addicted to drinking, it's going to be a really nasty bar with a really horrible boss that's going to enable them to go deeper into their coping mechanism. They're going to lose a lot of support from everyone around them while they go into this, and it's because they wanted people to see you that way. They wanted people to lose respect for you or not be friends with you, like instead be friends with them, because they wanted. That's why they lied. Yeah, they wanted to like they wanted to take down your reputation and then replace you, and like take your idea, like steal your idea and then kill you off, or make you feel like your life was threatened. They could have said a lot of lies about you to anger the people around you, or anger people around them to get come against you. This person could also be somebody with the bandana, somebody who's like a wannabe gangster or wannabe cop or wannabe something, and they could have tried to lie to like the gang or the biker gang or the cops or whoever they were sucking up to come against you. So this could be like crooked cops following you. This could be like, I don't know, shady people watching you from their cars. They tried to lie, and they also, like I said, this is someone who's privileged or has a lot of money from their family. So this person could have tried to like pay certain people money, that money to like follow you, but they were never part of a gang, or they were never part of the police. They were just a wannabe. And they're gonna learn very soon after this reading that those people never saw them as part of the group. the group sees them as just a tweaker that they were using or extorting. They're just being seen as like some tweaker to use, to give them money whenever they need it. Because maybe this person could have privileges. Like I said, they could be like some corny suburban person or rich person, and maybe this gang is like, oh, let's just use them to get away from like the police, or use them to do this and that. And this person's like a total wannabe, so they're just like kissing ass, sucking ass, giving them money, buying them food, like doing stuff for them, but also taking a lot of drugs to fit in or something like that. Until it doesn't have to be a gang; it could be just a group of people that's very toxic, that does toxic stuff together. So they're getting sucked up in that, but those people are all going to turn their back on this person, and they're going to be stuck alone with their addictions. This person could be homeless right now, actually, because these people provided them with a home. This person might fall in love with like somebody who's really like more attractive than them, and they're going to have to deal with that person not wanting them back. That person might actually want you for in some of your situations. This person, this could be somebody who like wanted to take someone from you, like maybe take your ex or take like your crush or something, and also kill you. Like they wanted to replace you, maybe even in your relationship. Like maybe if you guys were married, they wanted to like divorce you guys and then like kill you and then take over. And so for this karma, this person's going to fall deeply in love with someone really attractive or handsome, beautiful, and way more beautiful than them, because they're crusty and nasty and homeless right now, and like hateful, possibly racist. And this person's not going to look at them. This person's actually they're going to get rejected, and they're not even going to be friend zoned. That's what's going to be sad. This person's not only going to be rejected by like not even rejected, they're going to be rejected from like friendship too. Sorry. Like, you know how some people are like, oh, well, we can still be friends. This person's going to be like, actually, I don't even think we should be friends. I don't even think we should be together at all in any capacity. I think it's actually it would be a good plan for you to distance yourself as far away as possible from me. Because when this person comes in and they're going to be like, I'm in love with you, this girl is going to be like, you're a creep. Ew. And I don't think this is awkward. I don't like you at all. I don't even like you as a friend. I don't even like your personality, so you're blocked. And it's going to be so awkward for this person. They're going to read, I feel like they read the room so wrong. Like they think that they're hot, but they don't own a mirror. You know, there's something about how they really got into their addiction, and maybe they're used to people like, I don't know, liking them or finding them attractive, even if they smell bad or even if they like don't try. And there's something about how this person's going to get stuck in a bender, stuck in their drugs, stuck in their meth, and they don't own a mirror. They're too lazy to like look at how they're taking care of themselves, to the point where they're going to walk outside and be very unaware of how nasty, stinky, and unkempt they are. And they're going to go to this person that they're in love with, and they're going to think that they have the confidence. They're going to think that they look attractive, and this person's going to turn them down. This person that they're in love with is also going to see them as very fake. And this person's going to be completely heartbroken, and they're going to drink even more. I think this person's going to have extreme alcohol poisoning. They're going to have internal bleeding, I heard. This could be the person who dies on the toilet, actually. This could be somebody who dies on the toilet from extreme drug abuse and alcohol abuse. There's one this person is going to be cut off from whatever inheritance or whatever money source they have from their family. This person is, again, they're like, hold on, sorry. Babe, you can watch TV. You can use the Fire Stick. Okay, sorry guys. Oh, great. Now we're on 20%, so I need to get to the last pile. Sorry, guys. So this person is going to be... They're going to be broke. They're going to be stuck in some sort of
workplace they can't leave, but then they're going to be like eating themselves into like a hole or drinking themselves into a hole because it's going to be barely enough to pay the rent and then pay for alcohol, and then they're going to be like not able to eat anything else, and it's just going to make them look really sick, and they're going to like really lose a lot of confidence after that. They're This person really thought you were stupid because of your spirituality. They wanted to bully you behind your back because of your spirituality. And there's something about how some of you guys could follow Hinduism or be from India. Mother Kali is going to come in and basically, or has been basically destroying everything in this person's life. If they had a car, that car has crashed. If they have a house, the house is falling apart and they're getting kicked out. If this person had a relationship, that relationship is being split up. If they had any support from any people, all of that is going away. If any people even support this person despite the bad karma, I see Kali also slashing that person down. Somebody could get decapitated in a factory accident. For some of you guys, this person could work themselves extremely tired in a factory job and get into a really bad accident where they lose their life. They could lose a limb in like the gears, like they can get their arms stuck in some sort of machinery, or their head even will get chopped off or taken off in some sort of way. This one's a really brutal one. I don't know why I picked up on that for pile 3. Wow. Yeah, I see this person really do, like, this could be a death that like they need to, where they need to censor the crime scene on the news. Like, it's really brutal. I definitely see something like really nasty, like horror movie-esque happening to this person, like Final Destination for this pile. If you picked pile 3, this is like Final Destination. I feel like this person could like even fall into like a vat of something really hot, like hot oil. Like they can fall into a giant vat of hot oil and like burn to death. Ooh, this person could get attacked by like a bunch of like a wild animal or a bunch of insects. This is someone who likes to go hiking or likes to go traveling to other countries. I heard this like if they like to go traveling a lot, I heard or backpacking, I heard this person's going to get attacked by some sort of group of insects, like a whole like I see somebody's body getting covered by a bunch of spiders. Like maybe this person goes somewhere they're not from and they go into like the forest and they go hiking, and then their body gets eaten up completely by like fire ants or spiders, and I feel like no one's going to find them. If that's just for some of you guys, that's just for some of you. If this person travels, also if this person travels a lot, I see this person going to like another country, like in Europe or something, like France or Russia or maybe even the UK, and I see someone like stabbing them in a dark alleyway and them not being able to get help because they don't speak the local language or something like that, or they don't know English, or they don't know French, or they don't know German, or something like that. Like someone's going to try to mug them and stab them. No one's going to be there for them because this is somebody who is used to being alone or used to going around without friends because they're very off. They're very, like I said, they're very disloyal. They don't know how to be loyal to people. They just know how to be jealous of others, and so people catch on to this quick, and they just end up alone all the time. And also, they tweak on drugs all the time, and no one, no one feels like they can help them or be there for them. Like they just have a really unpleasant personality. This is also somebody who doesn't have any house training. Like they could be rude in a different way, just really inconsiderate, like show up to your house unannounced, or I don't know, like they make people do things for them. Like they make people give them rides everywhere. Maybe they make people drive them everywhere without paying for gas, or they make people like pay for dinner for them. They like go to dinner on purpose without money, and then they try to make you feel bad and pay for them. And so a lot of people don't want to really be friends with this person or hang out around them because they're kind of seen as like a drain. But for some reason they always have money to backpack in other countries or something, right? Or go cross country. This is giving me the vibe of that unemployed friend at 3 p.m. This is like your unemployed friend at 3 p.m. meme. Like somebody's friend who is unemployed and doesn't have to have a job or doesn't have to do anything in their life.
and they just like judge you or something, or they try to start shit about you, and it just got so far where they just really wanted to threaten your life. They really wanted to stalk you and find a way to invite you to their house. They could have pretended to be nice to you, faked being nice to you, and tried to get you to come to their house where they were going to serve you some sort of concoction that you were going to drink and you were going to pass out in their house. They could have invited, this could have been something that you were divinely guided to stay away from. This could be a situation where this person could have texted you randomly out of nowhere after you cut them off. Like you could have, sensed this person was weird and you blocked them on your phone. And maybe one day this person doesn't understand the message. They could have sent someone else to invite you, or they could have invited you themselves. Could have got another number or something and texted you and said, "Hey, do you want to go to my house? I have so and so there." There was something about the situation where you heard there was going to be other people there or another person there you didn't know, and you knew that there was something off. You felt like you were divinely guided to stay away from this person because you knew they were trying to do something to you. If this person was inviting you and there was another person there, like another friend, this you were actually correct in that that guidance. You were obedient to your divine guidance, to your intuition. You heard your ancestors screaming in your ears to stay away from this person because they definitely were off. They were giving you serial killer vibes. They act very emotionless towards things. They act very strange. They very openly are okay with stealing from you or lying to your face with a smile, or harming you with a smile on their face even. So this is someone who even could have laughed when you fell or when you dropped things. They just enjoy seeing you in pain. They're very sick. So this person doesn't have any loyal friends in their life. They have nothing or nobody. They're kind of like essentially a rat, and so they're used to being alone. I'm gonna sit back. So this person is going to be forced to start new in their life completely, and they're not going to be able to. I feel like maybe they're going to try to start their life over in times after this reading, and they're going to try to be a different person or a different personality or steal from another person over and over again, and they're just not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to copy anyone else. It's going to be, I don't know, it's like they're just gonna never know who they are, and people are just gonna be put off by this person, and they're going to end up like, I feel like, either dying on the toilet from alcohol poisoning, and no one's gonna find them for like a long time until they smell, or this person could get stabbed like in another country, and then no one's gonna really care to find them or give them justice because they're like from another country, you know what I mean? Or something about how like this person could get attacked by animals or eaten up by bugs out in the wilderness somewhere by themselves, and they're gonna have no one to call or no one to like talk to ask for help or to come get them. Like they could be the only one who drove themselves there because they think that they can be, they think that they don't need friends, they think they don't need family, they just need to be the richest one in the room, they just need to be the winner. They don't even care if you're their friend. They don't have any loyalty because they just don't know how to be a friend. They don't even care about friendship or love or lovers. They're not even loyal to their partners. They just care about what they can get out of people. And so that's why they end up alone, and they're okay with being alone. But in some situations you need help, and this person's not going to have that help, and they're going to die. They're going to die alone, a very painful death, and they're going to know that they can't ask anyone for help because they were a piece of shit. And also, on top of them dying alone, no one's going to show up to their funeral. I feel like it's going to be a very quiet funeral. I think there's going to be like 3 people showing up. I know that maybe if this person like lied about you or did some stuff to you, I feel like, yes, we want people to be exposed, but I feel like this person is going to get to a point in their life where so little people care about them, or so little people even give a shit about their existence, that I don't even think it really matters if they're exposed or not by the time they die. They might die before they're exposed, and it really wouldn't matter anyways, because it's like they're going to be dead in their waking life. Like it's already going to be like they're dead to the people in their life anyways. So it's kind of like, even if someone were to say this person did that or that, it's kind of like no one cares. No one cares to hear about it, and no one even cares about this person. They just kind of already know that this person's a shitty person and that this person's always out for themselves and that you can't rely on them for anything. So, and that's what you get for being a psycho and acting like a killer. Um, this person, like, really wanted to watch everything you did, and they wanted you to feel like really unsafe outside your house. They wanted you to also see them. They could have stalked you or could have tried to show up in places so that you could see them, or maybe even wanted to, just so that you could feel unsafe. Like they were trying to fight you. But the more they did this, it kind of ended up um, giving them, like, I don't know, worse karma on their face. Um, See, as you can see here, this person is not eating healthily. They don't have money to eat food. They're just kind of like not lucky at all in that place. They're just really sickly and alone, and they're very physically weak. So if they get out there in the wilderness by themselves, I see them not surviving. If they get into trouble, yeah, mortal. I see this person losing their life very violently, to in a very uncomfortable way, either to like blood sucking spiders, fire ants, full body fire ant infestation, rats even eating them up. um, Maybe drowning for some of you guys. This person could drown. If you guys, if you know this person owns a boat or something like that, they can drown and then get eaten by an alligator or some sort of animal in the water. um this person's also going to get psychically attacked. I feel like this person's going to be so depressed, especially after they get rejected by that person. They're going to want to go to like the temple or the church to save themselves. They're going to realize that they are a demonic entity, or that they have nothing left in their body. That they've done too much horrible stuff to other people, and that's why they're going through this. But it's going to be way too late, and they're going to be too stuck in their ways. They're going to be too arrogant, and too materialistic to understand why and how they can actually get out of this situation. So I see them actually just succumbing to like, that just fell, succumbing to like a really horrible death. Like, this also tells me, like, after they die, they're going straight to hell. Like, they're gonna have like a horrible afterlife, a horrible end of life. Like, they're already suffering right now. I feel like they're struggling to walk right now. They have no energy in their body or their legs to move because they've spent all of their money on drugs. Yeah, bye. This person is so frail. They're just hanging on by a thread, and I feel like they might also, like, they might fall when they're hiking, and they might like break their legs, and they might not be found, and that could be how they die. They might get like an infection in their leg, and they might die, like both their legs. Like this, I'm seeing that movie where that lesbian gets pushed off of the cliff or something because because her girlfriend, right? Her girlfriend tried to kill her, and I'm gonna look up that movie and put the trailer for it if I can find it. And she ended up living, but that was such a psycho movie. So I feel like maybe this person could go hiking by themselves, and they might like fall off a cliff because they're so drunk or something, and they might break both their legs, and then they might like die a really painful death, like outside, like just no one's gonna find them, no one's gonna hear them scream. And then when I just got that download about that movie where that woman got pushed by her partner, this could be like a same-sex couple, but not for all of you. Also, this could be by the hands of somebody that they love. It could even be that person that they were attracted to earlier. So I feel like whoever this person is that they wanted to pursue romantically, this beauty queen, or this entitled designer girl, this IG baddie, I feel like she's going to betray this person and push them off the cliff, and they're going to break their legs, and she's going to leave them behind. This could even this whole thing, like them being left out for dead, or being left in the wilderness, or left to die, it could be done by somebody that they were in love with, which is even more horrible. Like, they're going to be betrayed by somebody that they thought they were in love with, that doesn't even want them back. Yeah, there's no amount of spiritual protection for this person left. Like, and they're just they're going to wish that they were still cool with you because you're very spiritually protected, but you're not looking back at this idiot, and you're just, I feel like you're going to be watching from far away, watch this person eat themselves to death, just like the snake, with their serial killer ways, because they feel like they don't need to function with love. They don't need to be genuine. They don't need to be friends with people in order to get, get through life. They feel like they can just cheat people to the top, steal, lie, and take advantage of people's emotions and people's kindness to get to where they need to go. And this is, that's their karma. They let someone else take advantage of them, somebody they think that they can have something with, and that ends up being their demise. All right, so we're finally getting to the last pile, pile 4. I'm sorry this reading is so freaking long. Then I'm gonna go, cause I gotta live. So this is pile 4. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by Caitlin Dowdy and Other Lessons from the Crematory. This is for people who picked. Did I say pile 5? Pile 4. Right? This is for people who picked pile 4. Sorry. You could be somebody who reads a lot. You could be somebody who actually has been through some sort of higher education, but not all of you. You guys could have been through college, but you didn't have to graduate. You could just have been to college in general. You could be somebody who, if you really are passionate about something, you will study. Oh, what keeps you alive? Yes, exactly. That was exactly the movie I was thinking about, I think. Yes, they cannot kill people on a mission. So you could be somebody who is also very not afraid of death. Maybe you could be somebody who is very used to darker topics. Maybe you have a darker sense of humor, or you like to watch horror movies. You're very your approach to death, especially, or darker topics, is very you're not very sensitive about it, I guess. This is what it's saying. You understand the cycle of life. You understand that things are natural, things are meant to end. The person who wrote this book is actually one of, like, she's actually really badass. She's one of the leading few female funeral home directors there are in America, and she likes to shed light on different ways of disposing of bodies after they die, etc. And she's really cool. I think her channel is called like Ask a Mortician. I've learned a lot from that channel, and this is basically her experiences working in the crematory, turning bodies to ash. So you guys are very you could be very used to destruction in your life. I feel like you're also very familiar with the concept of impermanence. You're very also seen as very tough. Maybe you've been through a lot of things in your life, a lot of traumas, that a lot of people would consider like a movie. Like, you could probably write a memoir about your life, and it would probably make a really good movie or really good story. A lot of people, if they were to hear your life story, it would be like very interesting. Philosophy, basically see respect really here, and you could come across as somebody who approaches things in a very nonchalant way or in a very like strong way, but there's something about how, like, it's because the way you carry yourself and the way you put yourself together, your clothes, whatever, you make things look easy. Like you're very good at presenting yourself even when you're really down, even when you're very exhausted, even when you're very hurt. And there's something about how like you make it look easy, and a lot of people don't know this about you. A lot of people don't actually understand that you have been through a lot of hardships. Maybe nowadays you're in a better place. Nowadays you know you have slightly nicer things, or maybe you have cleaner shoes, or you have a nicer you're looking better, healthier. And a lot of people think nowadays that you have always had it easy, or you've always had it given to you. And when you come across when people talk to you about more sensitive topics and you come across as nonchalant, I think a lot of people will confuse you for someone as a little bit blunt. They might confuse you for being somebody who's a little bit like, what do you call it? Very like stoic, not heartless or cold, but just very analytical, very straight to the point. Like you're not really emotionally charged or bothered by a lot of things, and people could get confused. They think that it could come across as a little intimidating because the certain things that really would move someone or really emotionally bother another person do not bother you to the same extent. But it just has to do with your trauma. It has to do with things you've been through. That could just be because of why you could be a quieter person. You could be somebody who doesn't really feel super comfortable expressing yourself, expressing what you've been through with, of course, strangers or in a classroom or something. Some people, I've seen people really tell their entire life story to like an entire classroom of people, overshare. And sometimes it's really uncomfortable. And I think it's really brave, but sometimes I feel like some people, they really overdo it and it just makes everybody uncomfortable, like, cool. But some people are just the opposite, and that could be you. Like you just don't share at all. You could really keep your past to yourself. You could keep what you have been through really to a minimum, to a curated minimum even, because you're very over considerate about how other people feel, and you don't want them to feel very uncomfortable being in the room with you. Maybe because you're used to giving people advice, being there for people, and you're used to being the one who's always the grown-up one, or the one who has been through the trauma, and dealing with people who haven't been on your level, people who aren't as emotionally as strong as you. And so maybe you nowadays keep what you've been through, what your life is, you keep it very curated, and you keep that information you share, or that energy you share about your personal life, to a minimum with a lot of people, to the point where people don't even know if you experience emotions or experience how, like, how you are. Blue room, how you are really truly as a person. Maybe some people, so if some people had tried to make like a weird, and then this book is called Smoke Gets Into Your Eyes. So when I see smoke gets into your eyes, maybe some of you guys smoke a lot of weed and maybe it makes you more chill. Not everybody. And if you do smoke weed, you could be really chill, and maybe people confuse this for being really emotionless or depressed or something, but maybe that's just what you do because you've dealt with a lot of trauma. You deal with PTSD, and maybe you're somebody who's just like, yeah, like you're just trying to get through kind of your very baseline. And if you don't smoke weed, because I saw smoking gets in your eyes, this could just mean that a lot of the people around you, it's very easy for people to make up lies about you, or for people to really get caught up in the illusions when it comes to you, because of your behaviors are very different, and because it's very easy for people to feel too intimidated to come to you to figure out the truth about you. And so they will easily let that smoke get in their eyes and hide the truth about how they really feel about you. And you could be somebody who just like doesn't care, or like I said, you've been through a lot of stuff, and so I don't think you really get caught up in the little stupid details that people do or people get really emotional about. And so it really makes sometimes people kind of get it confused that you're cold, or you're calculated, or you're this and you're that, or you don't have any emotions. But it's really some of you guys just probably went through so many emotions. You went through so many emotions at a really young age, and you're to the point where now you just don't really you really don't let yourself, out of protection, out of self-defense, or whatever it is. And so a lot of people can really take this the wrong way sometimes. And so that's what I get with smoke gets in your eyes, if that's the fourth pile that you've picked. some of you guys could have like a really also a really unique sense of humor. I think that people could see you as somebody like this sometimes, but whenever you crack a joke or you kind of like show a little bit of your intelligent side, I think you really surprise people with your sense of humor. I think people laugh when they don't expect to laugh with you. People don't really expect you to yeah, like what do you call it, relate with them in that way or connect with them in that way, because maybe you're just, like I said, a really traumatized person who's probably really quiet, probably likes to, sorry, sorry, my phone's on 10%, so this is my last pile. Really, yeah, really understand where you're coming from, really. So that's, if you picked smoke gets into your eyes, that's going to be your personality. You're not really afraid of morbid things. You're not afraid to get into the nitty gritty of things. Also, maybe in situations, complicated situations with other people, you could be somebody who, um, you don't really care. Not that you don't care, but you don't really care how you look, and so you're really straightforward, to the point, very honest. And I think people are barely learning that about you right now. So if you pick this is gonna be the karma, the brutal karma for somebody threatening your life. So whoever was threatening your life, I see them definitely as somebody who is spiritual. I think this is somebody with a different religion from you. This could be somebody who claims, something about, like, they could talk a lot about being possessed. This could be somebody who talks about somebody who doesn't like your body. This could be somebody who is closed-minded. You could be somebody who is very open-minded and very you don't discriminate against certain people. You love everybody. You love humans. You love all living things, even, in general, because you see yourself as also another living thing, another child of the divine. And this person doesn't see themselves as that way. This could, whoever this is, they could see themselves as above others. This is somebody who is very judgmental with certain people of a certain race, a certain body type, a certain appearance. And you're not very judgmental, but maybe this person could have discriminated against you at first, or really not liked you because of the way you looked, because of the color of your skin, or because of your religion. And I feel like it started from like a racism point, and it could have turned into like not even racism, it could even be like a cultural thing or something, anything that you do that is like you, that they didn't like. And then it turned into a spiritual hate. They used your spirituality as a springboard to further boost that hate for you. I'm sorry if this reading ends up short, if I get cut off in the middle of it, because my phone is on 10% right now. So whenever it dies, that's the end of this reading, guys. And then I gotta charge my phone. So I'm sorry if this one gets cut down. But anyways, this person was very like, they wanted people to think that you were heartless, and they wanted people to think that you were a really mean person when you weren't. You were just really traumatized. And this person could even be somebody who added to your trauma, or even blamed you for your own traumas that they caused, whoever this is. This person could have had a hand in a large group stalking you. This person could be friends with lots of people. This could be like a leader of some sort of group, or maybe they tried to lead some sort of group against you, because of like maybe even your gender. Maybe like you're a woman and you work in a field that's male dominated, and maybe this person is a male and they didn't like that. Or if you're a person of color and this is like a business that is like racist, and they wanted to go against you because they didn't want you to achieve something based on where you're from or something like that. Or if your sexuality, if you're gay, then they didn't want you to have this and that. And so they wanted everyone to see you, paint a picture of you as being really like nasty, possibly wanted to make you seem very slutty, like they wanted you to seem promiscuous for whatever reason. They wanted you to seem too promiscuous for whatever position you were applying for or trying to have in your life. You could be somebody who's on the way to representing a large group of people like you, or on the way to managing a large group of people in a certain business or company. All right, well, that fell. So that's a confirmation that you guys are on your way to something really big if you picked pile four. And this person was trying desperately to stop that. As you could see, it fell over. So, and then I rolled a six. So you guys are, but you guys are really getting, I feel like there's nothing this person can do because you guys are already getting to that success right now. You're on the precipice of it. You're right almost to the peak of that success. And I feel like this person first of all tried to get people to hate you because didn't believe in the same religion as them, and they wanted people to think you were demonic, think you were promiscuous, think that you were having sex or being or a prostitute, that you were giving your body out for your religion. They could have even, they could have even tried to be really ignorant and say that people in your religion have multiple wives or multiple husbands, and that it's part religion or your spiritual belief to be a slut or be promiscuous or whatever words this person used, or open relationship or something like that, multiple whatevers. This person is very close-minded, and they were very creative about like what the gossip was. Like they really had a lot of fun saying that you were doing this, that, and that, and that, and that when you weren't. And there there's something about how like they got people to believe them for a little bit. They got people to believe them and get the smoke in their eyes. They blew smoke into people's eyes successfully for a little while. But then there's something about how like you guys that you like, maybe this is somebody that you didn't know you were supposed to cut off, and then you finally cut this person off. And when you cut this person off who was causing confusion for the people around you, and causing them to treat you badly or whatever, you immediately started to get better success in your life, better luck, better sleep. And if not, and if this is a recent occurrence, you guys are getting better every day. The magic that this person tried to put on you also, or the energy or evil eye, is definitely reversed when you cut them off. At first they were very in denial about you knowing what was going on, so they could have tried to contact you again, or even spam your phone or stalk you or try to knock on your door when you cut this person off. But there's something about how like you cut them off for good. You cut your energy off. This person was trying to slow you down, trying to blow smoke in your eyes and smoke in everyone's eyes, to get everybody to kind of just hate you for no reason. And it was because this person was extremely jealous of you, and they were, again, racist. They could be racist or discriminatory against something about you. They wanted people, so there's something about how they wanted people to feel like you were the bad guy and they were the good guy, feel like you were heartless or cold, even though you're somebody who's just been through trauma. And they never thought that you would expose them or cut them off for the trauma they put you through. Whoever this person put you through trauma. They never thought you would stand up for yourself and cut them off. And there's something about how like they tried to tell people you were evil, and then when you cut them off and became successful without them, people started to put two and two together. And a lot of their foundation in their life, a lot of their friendships, a lot of their success, believe it or not, kind of actually hinged on your existence in their life for some reason. Like, a lot of the content that they had to keep those friends came from them gossiping about you. you were the gossip source. You could have even found that this person would randomly ask to go to lunch with you or ask to go hang out with you out of nowhere, and then treat you very badly or be very strange to you when you guys would hang out. And it's because they wanted you they wanted to just honestly study you. They wanted to study you so they can have some more secrets and more bullshit to tell their friends. And that's what made them popular, because maybe for some reason you guys are very mysterious and you guys are quiet. You guys have more of a darker maybe a darker vibe that some people that don't know you might pick up. And they tried to, I don't know, like they wanted people to just turn their backs on you while this person abused you and further traumatized you, because this could be somebody who wanted to trigger your traumas on purpose and get people to further hate you, so that you would never feel strong enough to stand up and tell people the truth about how this person is the reason why you're traumatized, this person is the cause of trauma. But of course, they're going to lose their friends because now people are going to realize that. So what is their brutal karma for this before I go? So this person is going to lose all of the money they made off of the people they could have brought against you. If this is a spiritual thing, like I said, somebody who had a different religion from you and tried to paint you as the bad guy, this could be somebody who has their own religious group, and maybe they could have made money off of people or convinced people to donate to them as a cause against you. For some of you, like they could have been like, donate money against me so I can fight against the demonic jungle collective. I am a warrior for our god or our deity or something, and I'm at war, spiritual war with jungle collective. And maybe they could have gotten people to donate money to them for some reason, not all of you. And now that money that they got from others is now, they have to either return it or they have to pay it in some sort of lawsuit. And this lawsuit has to do with some sort of nasty assault or sexual harassment with "Don't touch me, good night." This could be somebody who got rejected by like a younger woman or a younger person that they were supposed to, I don't know, like a customer at their job, or I don't know, somebody that they weren't supposed to be hitting on, and this person is going to sue them. This person is like, don't touch me. Do not touch me. I'm never coming back. So this person is going to get sued by someone, possibly someone very young, way younger than them. It's going to be very gross and very disgusting, very disturbing for people to see this person on the stand against a very young, younger person, child even. I don't want to go there, but yeah, this person is going to lose a lot of money support from their followers, and also lose their job, and also lose money in this lawsuit where they're going to have to pay up to this person that they attempted to or tried to touch. This person is extremely confused with vape of confusion. This person is really dumb. They're very slow. They also could be constantly inebriated or high, and or drunk. And so this person, one day, I feel like they were so used to doing things the way they did and used to people accepting their lies all the time, they got away with this. So this person could like constantly like, maybe like make little girls or boys really uncomfortable, or make younger people uncomfortable at their job or something. And then they always make an excuse like, well, I'm just a little old man or little old lady, I'm innocent, or I'm just a cop, I'm just a policeman, I help lots of kids, and a lot of people don't like cops, or I'm just a hard working teacher and I don't know, what I'm blah blah blah. And so they have this vape of confusion, right? I don't know, they got away with it, and they got away with it for many years possibly, and now they're going to get caught up in this one lawsuit because one of those victims is going to get very brave and is going to stand up to this person legally in a very public way, possibly depending on your situation. And this person's going to be really confused. They're not going to know what hit them. They're going to be like, wait, I thought that I had my plan set out. I thought that I had my system set out. I just get away with being a creep, get away with stealing from people, or get away with being nasty. And now all of a sudden, now people are mad at me, and now they're confused. They're confused as to why people are mad at them. They're confused as to why people don't want to work with them, and it's because they're a nasty creep. This could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you guys could be an air sign. This person, like I said, tried to start a lot of dramas, tried to start a lot of conversation. So I'm sorry, I forgot to mention how this person tried to threaten your life. They try to threaten your life by when you cut them off. I forgot to say, when you cut this person off from your life and people started to see that you were successful without them and their lives weren't real, this person wanted to stop you. They wanted to stop you from getting further away or more successful. And I feel like this person could have paid people to try to mess with you, mess with your car. I heard they could have tried to mess with your car, mess with your brakes or your tires, or paid someone to. They could have also been in cahoots with your neighbors. I heard someone talking to someone's neighbors. For some of you guys, if this applies, this person tried to have you killed with the help of someone in the police. They know someone in the police or military, and they could have tried to have you killed that way or triangulated. They weren't able to, though, because they were too dumb. They made your life too hard to the point where you aren't able to go to the usual places you go to, because maybe they could have caused issues in your life where you couldn't make money, or you couldn't have a job, or you couldn't have a place to live. So when they tried to find you, tried to kill you, this idiot, took away your home or took away your car, took away something. They weren't able to go to the same places, right? You're not able to go to the same store. They can't find you there and kill you there because they made it hard for you. They made it harder for you. They took away all of your opportunities, or they did something where they caused their own like their own plan to fall apart. Like, they're really stupid. This person is so greedy too. They thought that you had a lot of money. They thought they could steal from you, but I feel like you guys didn't have anything to take at all. And so it just made them look even more dumb. And also, they're getting exposed for being a racist with Arrowhead, or maybe this could be somebody that lived near you and they didn't want you to live there because they were racist towards you. Something about the area they live in or you live in, they didn't want you to be there with Arrowhead. So when they get outed for this crazy lawsuit, a lot of people are going to start putting more things together, two and two together. And a lot of that gossip is going to start coming back about them. A lot of people are going to start saying a lot of crazy, wild, reckless stuff about this person behind their back and maybe even around them in their own house. And a lot of people are going to start getting angry. A lot of people are going to start getting stirred up in their emotions, especially if this is somebody who like does a weird job where they deal with kids or they deal with like younger people, and some of these people's parents find out what they're being sued for. I could see a lot of people coming up to them and having a lot of issues with them. A lot of people are going to have a lot of questions to ask them about what they were actually paying them for. If this is someone who's at their job, this could be a lot of clients coming to this person, like coming back to their office and saying like, what have we been paying you for? You're a manipulator. We want our money back. If this isn't, if this person doesn't own their own business, this could be somebody, like I said, who like works out of school and they're like a teacher or something. They work for some company. This is going to be their bosses and, the parents of those students, or like I said, customers or something, that are going to come in and demand actual justice, like vigilante justice on this person. There's going to be a large group of people that want this person to go through struggle, and they're going to, this person's house may get vandalized. They might, I see someone like spray painting someone's driveway or garage door. I'm seeing people throw bricks through someone's window. I'm also seeing like, I feel like this person might go to jail, but it's not going to be for a super long time. They might get out lucky with some sort of thing, but it's very obvious that they like did it. They probably sexually harassed a lot of victims. So what's going to happen is that I see this situation being like when they get driven home from the jail and all the cameras are like outside their house, and there's going to be like people, like their neighbors, like angry neighbors or angry people, angry parents, like outside their house waiting for them to like come home. And like they're gonna vandalize this person's car, they're gonna spray paint creep on their house. They're gonna I also see, if you live in a state where open carry is legal, I also see people standing outside this person's house with like assault rifles, like people really angry, like people's fathers standing outside marching around their house with assault rifles, with guns, like brandishing and trying to make them feel really scared to leave their house even. If not, I just see this all happening online, like this person getting really roasted on the internet, dragged, doxxed. I see their address being leaked. I see their company being leaked, their information, their card information, everything being leaked. They're going to be canceled on the internet and then canceled in real life. They're not going to be able to have a job. They're not going to, all the chances of making any money, especially, is going to be gone. And they're going to be exposed for the massive creep they are. They're going to be seen as somebody the community needs to protect themselves from, and not as somebody who needs to be leading or guiding others. Because I feel like this is somebody who had some sort of position where they could guide others or lead others or be trusted, and that's why they were able to blow smoke in so many people's eyes about you, and then proceed to have you killed so that no one would ever find out that they were the one of the things that caused you trauma, and that people would find out that they are essentially just a crazy person who creates their own drama and creates their own gossip and mess on purpose for attention. And this person is not going to have any support. They're going to be stuck in a really low place with their depression. Like I said, this is going to come out of nowhere, out of left field for them. One day they're going to have the support of everyone. Like one day everyone's going to believe their lies. And then the next day when they wake up, no one's going to believe them. Everyone's going to be gone. Everyone's going to hate this person. This person's going to be like public enemy number one. I see people even trying to come up to them and literally trying to physically assault them. Like people they're going to be people that have to be held back from this person when they go outside. Like there's going to have to be police surrounding this person when they go, because a lot of people really want to attack this person. Their life is going to be extremely hostile. They're not going to know they're just not going to know peace ever. A lot of religious communities are also going to go against this person. I also see large covens of witches that are going to go against this person. If this person got a coven of people against you to do like some weak magic on you, I see that entire coven turning against this person and doing magic on them, and making them look ugly, or making them feel ugly, making them not be able to swallow food or swallow water. This person's not going to be able to go to sleep or know what relaxation ever feels like. I also see this person getting astrally spied on or astrally like invaded a lot. Like a lot of those witches or coven members that they made angry are going to travel into this person's mind and watch them sleep, watch them take a shit, watch them do everything, and this person's never going to know peace because they don't believe in actual spirituality, and they don't actually believe in the religion that they claim so hard. And a lot of those deities are going to come in and give this person their actual own karma. This person's going to probably might even pull their hair out. Like I see this person going insane at some point. Yeah, no one's going to support them, not even give them $1, or not even spit on them when they're on fire. Like people are going to really have a severe hate for this person. This person's going to try to return whatever is causing them pain, whatever is causing them bleeding. I heard bleeding, and it's not going to work because it's meant for them. It has their name on it, and they can't return something that's meant for them because that's your karma. That's not a spell, it's karma. And they fail to take accountability, so they're going to be stuck in that karma. They're not going to know how to fix themselves or become a better person. They might die this way. Yeah, they're going to have to be rejecting their self-care because they're going to lose their job or their whatever position they have, and they're going to have to find a new job, and it's going to make them a lot more tired, a lot more busy, and a lot more burdened, especially when they don't have anyone there to help them or anything. They're going to try to start something new. They're going to try to restart themselves, restart an identity, or restart their business, or make something new or create something new. If this is someone who creates things, they're going to try to create some sort of new thing, and they won't be able to. They're going to be stuck in the past. They're going to be too stuck in the past of their ways to even do this. They're going to go up and then they're going to watch themselves fall back down, and they're going to get more tired every time, and they're going to become really discouraged. This person wanted you to feel discouraged. This person wanted you to feel alone and feel like not good enough for your dreams, and they wanted you to give up. And now this person's going to have to watch you actually achieve your dreams, achieve everything that you wanted through your spirituality, possibly, while this person's going to question their faith and question everything they've believed all their life, which should have been obvious to them by now. But, this person's not very smart. This person's going to also receive some sort of poor guidance that's going to lead them straight into jail. I heard they're going to do all the wrong things that's going to lead them straight into jail. They're going to incriminate themselves very badly. Maybe they're going to have like a really bad lawyer or a really useless friend who's going to actually give them the wrong advice. Yeah, this person is going to be forced to stay away from children, I heard. They're going to be forced to stay away from children. I see someone dumping a drink on this person's head. I see someone getting like an iced coffee and then dumping the whole thing onto their hair, and like the foam is on top. It's really nasty. I see some people like slapping them. I see someone like literally like pepper spraying them too. Like this person will get pepper sprayed, and they're not going to expect it, and it's going to be crazy. This person is definitely going to be seen as someone that needs to stay away from people's children. Like, people are going to be very disturbed. This person is going to get exposed for something to do with kids, because this is a children card, and a lot of people are going to be very angry. This person's gonna have zero protection, zero spiritual protection. So all of those hexes and whatever is gonna be like fucking them up really hard. They're gonna also be extremely physically weak and physically frail, out of shape, not able to. Their health is gonna be really poor. That's a wrap, and they're gonna want their life to be over. I feel like this person wants to die. They're going to get to a point where they're going to want to kill themselves, and they're going to get in a situation where they're not going to be able to, because that's a wrap in reverse. This person tries to fake cry their way out of everything, and they're not going to be able to fake cry their way out of everything. They might even try to fake cry once and say, I want to kill myself. And then the people around them, instead of like giving them what they want, they're going to cuff this person and put them into a mental hospital where they actually can't end their lives, or they actually can't hurt themselves, and they're just not going to get what they want. They're just actually going to get jail or some sort of like they're going to try to gaslight and try to fake cry their way out of this one, and they're not going to get the result they want. They're just going to they're not going to be able to escape. They're not going to be able to escape. They're going to have to be stuck in some sort of padded room or some sort of straitjacket where they're forced to face what they've put you through. They're also going to have to see people from like the other side of the glass look at them and treat them like they're, an insane person. This person might also like go through a mental breakdown or take too many drugs, and they might start having psychic delusions or spiritual delusions. They might try to like copy you. They might like take a lot of drugs and then randomly try to copy you, your spirituality, and people are going to see them as a fucking nut job, and they're going to be like losing a lot more friends, a lot more connections, and physical protection too. Like, this person was friends with people in the police, so yeah, I feel like, yeah, this person's gonna get caught for whatever they lied about and whatever they stole from you, possibly. They could have tried to steal money from you, and whoever they got involved in this with birds of a feather, whoever, like I said, if they have friends in the police or somewhere in the government that was helping them get away with stealing from you or trying to plan this death against you, those people are all going to get caught up in this. I heard they're all going to go down with this person. They might last minute actually try to turn against this person and put them in jail and try to incriminate them last minute to save themselves. But in the end, it's going to be too late, and all of them are going to go to jail. All of them are going to going to prison, and all of them are going to lose their position in lives where they could like lie about you. I'm also seeing this person getting attacked by birds. I don't know, like getting pecked at, like their head pecked at by some sort of seagull. Or maybe this person's gonna be really bald and it's gonna look like a bird's nest, like it's gonna be bald here and then it's like hair on the sides. This person's gonna get their teeth knocked out, I heard. I feel like people are so angry with them. People might, like, someone might knock their teeth out, like, might punch them, and then their teeth is gonna fall out. And, yeah, like, they might have to spend their life, like, either in jail or maybe homeless. They might even be homeless at some point, too. And no one's ever going to want to give them love, and no one's ever going to want to sleep with them. They might even have an STD right now at this moment that they're trying to figure out. And that's just the start of their karma. Also, their kids or their family or whoever is not going to want to support them anymore or help them either. I think they're gonna have to watch these people, give them like a really disappointed or disgusted look, and that's gonna be enough for them to, like I said, I want to die, and then they're gonna get trapped in a mental hospital where they can't do anything to themselves. They can't even take the drugs or anything. So, yeah. Also, yeah. If they ever get released from this hospital, I definitely do see them becoming homeless, though. I don't see any.
All right, happy birthday, Addie. Thank you for watching, guys. And thank you for being here. Also, I just got you guys' donations, and that was so sweet. So I wanted to resume this stream and just say I just got them, and I'm just, wow. You guys really warmed my heart. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a really nice evening, and thank you for being part of my stream. I'm going to finally end it now, and if you guys wanted to go back and watch it, like always, it's going to be in my live tab on my channel, so you guys can go back and pick the piles, and then it should be finished uploading in about 2 to 3 days. My internet is pretty slow, so once it finishes, then we can, I don't know, it'll be more HD. But anyways, peace out, guys.